We're back at it live here on the San Francisco 49ers Report by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Sr. What a night we had right here on the channel last night as San Francisco pulls out an epic win over the Green Bay Packers to advance to their fourth NFC Championship game in the last 5 years. And the purpose of today's live show, we got to take a look at the other NFC Divisional Round matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, do some prep, do some scouting to see who the Niners are going to play at Levi Stadium next Sunday. Takeaways from last night's game for San Francisco. What a ride that was. Certainly an ugly win for the Niners. A roller coaster of a night with all these different types of emotions. And the vibes were so bad for so long. It really felt like the Niners were going to squander this great opportunity and lose that football game, but somehow they pull it out. Carlson misses that field goal from 41 yards as he hooks it left, and then Brock Purdy clutching that game-winning drive, 6 of 7, making a couple of plays with his legs in addition to making some throws with his arm to George Kittle, to Chris Conley, of all people. How about that third down conversion to Brandon Ayuk and Dre Greenlaw? Christian McCaffrey just having legendary performances in that game last night against the Packers, giving San Francisco its 5th consecutive win over Green Bay in the playoffs. Kyle Shanahan, not great. Hopefully San Francisco is going to be able to flush that bad performance from last night. I find it hard to believe that they're going to have a poor performance like that in the NFC Championship game because they're kind of shaking off a little bit of that rust. And I do have some concerns with Kyle Shanahan's coaching, the defense, because there are issues there. Luckily, not too many concerns about Brock Purdy throwing in inclement weather because next week expected to be nice at Levi Stadium. Trench play. The 49ers. You know, it was certainly interesting there along the offensive and defensive lines for the Niners in that game. They ran it very well. Christian McCaffrey more than 100 yards, and I thought that Steve Wilks made some really good adjustments as that game progressed, especially in that second half. They were able to get some pressure on Jordan Love, which forced him out of the pocket, and he made some errant throws, 2 of those bad throws resulting in interceptions. And for San Francisco, I just don't see how they're going to be that disjointed and coach that poorly next week. They flush the clunker, hopefully, and now we move on to the NFC Championship game. Which team do you want to face in the NFC title game? Let me know down in the chat. Type B for Buccaneers, L for the Detroit Lions. Let's start to give you some shout-outs here. Seeing a lot of real ones in the chat, especially the Niner ladies. Jeannie Wyatt, Alicia, Gina G, and Electra Babe sending in that $5 super chat. Wet Noodle 187, Mike Concho, Scott, the Average Niner Fan, Alan, Mr. CAC. It's good to have all of you here with us, and no matter where you are or how you're tuned in, we appreciate you for making today's 49ers Report a part of your day. Also want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in last night. It was the best stream in the history of this great program. 337,000 views, $3,100 in Super Chats, $1,000 in Venmo. It was legendary on the field and in the studio here at Chat Sports. With that, I want to ask you this. Where are you watching from? We're coming to you from the Chat Sports Studios in Dallas, Texas, but where are you? Terrence Robinson giving me a San Francisco 10A. I'm a Niner lady as well. All right, that's awesome. Good to know. Mike Concho, Gina G, Electra Babe, Donald the Duck, all in the building. We have Donald tuned in from Sacramento. We have Highway Night Kid in Sweden. How about that? Lincoln, Nebraska, Spokane, Washington, Chico, California, Brentwood, California, Utah, Tacoma, Washington, Spokane, Washington, San Jose, by the way, of Boise, Idaho, from Words of Wisdom, Fillmore, San Francisco, from Elliott, Fayetteville, North Carolina, from Oliver Leach. Good stuff right there. We'll get to your super chats here in just a moment, but we do want to thank Prize Picks as well for sponsoring our watch party between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. You can get a $100 deposit match at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use the code CLNS. You pick 2 or more players. You choose more or less on their projected stat lines. And ladies and gentlemen, this is daily fantasy sports made easy. My picks for last night, there are injury insurances. So because Deebo Samuel went out in the first half, it didn't dock me, right? Did Prize Pick. So that canceled out, but I still wagered $10 to win $35 because McCaffrey, more than 92.5 rushing yards. Aaron Jones, more than 69.5 rushing yards. We were a winner last night, and this is why you play and tail us. And then for this game here today in the Motor City, Amon Ra St. Brown, more than a half rushing and receiving touchdown. Mike Evans, more than 74.5 receiving yards. David Montgomery, more than 79.5 rushing yards. You get the point. Don't miss out with Prize Picks. Get that $100 deposit match, prizepicks.com/CLNS. Who do you have winning this football game? Get those predictions in, hanging out with producer Chip, and then we'll start to take some of your shout-outs here. Who's getting the dub? Loves to smooch said, let's go Lions. King Xavier, rocking with us from York, Pennsylvania. Dene, Tampa Bay. King Xavier, Buccaneers. Niner Nation, go Bucs, but I think the Lions win. Tampa Bay from Diego, it's time to play games. Kathy Vincent, Tampa Bay. Electra Babe, Ken Dowsland, also Tampa Bay. Very interesting because I'm not seeing too many Lions in here outside of Donald the Duck. Electra Babe checking in from Canada with a $5 super chat. Chase, still no words from last night. I will try to be watching, but it's my son Carter's 4th birthday. We're at a birthday dinner tonight at 4:30. Carter, happy birthday to you. You were looking really fresh in that Niners hat that you took from your mom last night. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carter. Happy birthday to you. And of course, say San Francisco. Words of wisdom, $2 super chat. A hangover never felt this good. Chase, bang, bang, Niner gang. Dude, I was super hungover this morning. I was here at the office until about 1:30 Central Time because I couldn't get over just the thrilling win as well as all the emotions and the adrenaline that I was dealing with. And then Kira came into town, and we didn't go to bed till 3:30 because I was here so late, and we were just catching up. So a wild, wild night, a rough morning, but I hopped in the pool, got a workout in, we're ready to rock. Tracy, $10 super chat. She says, hey, and then for life Niner. The question is, who wants to face the Niners? Neither of these teams, because I think San Francisco is better than either Detroit and, of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll get to our super chat menu here in a bit, but this game is officially underway as we have Lions, Buccaneers, with Detroit getting the football here first. I love this setup, Chip. You got the TV right there. You don't have to kind of look to the right or the left. This is fantastic. Underrated studio. Jared Goff going to start off in the shotgun. Sam LaPorta in motion from left to right. Goff takes the shotgun snap. He looks left. He pumps. He's going to dump it down, and it's incomplete. Intended for David Montgomery. He was one of the final reads there, but because Goff got flushed, he got a little bit rattled there and threw a little bit too high. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for daily content on the Niners. We pushed out a post-game show last night. We pushed out a video early this morning. The grind never stops. 2nd and 10 for Detroit. Rocking the all blues. Buccaneers in the white tops with the, what would you call that color of their pants? A dark gold? A brown? What would you call the color of the Buccaneers' pants? Let me know in the chat. I really don't even know. Pewter? Is that what they call it? It's going to be 3rd and short. 3rd and 3 to go for Detroit. Goff is going to fire. Ball batted down at the line of scrimmage. And Tampa Bay's defense forces a 3 and out to start this football game. Kalijah Cansey.
I'm expecting a high-scoring game, but 3 and out for the Lions. Good stop there for the Bucs. It's called hangover barf color words. What up, what up?
Fox back to punt it for Detroit. Lions are hot. Buccaneers are hot. It's a good snap, gets the punt away. Good hang time there. Tackle is broken by Tompkins. He's going to run to his right. Nowhere to go. Good special teams coverage downfield by the Lions. That is a strength of this football team, as Dan Campbell has done a great job in really securing all three phases of this football team. Haven't been able to say that about this Detroit team my entire lifetime. Playing in their first divisional round game since 1991. Have not made it to an NFC Championship game since 1991, when the Lions played the Washington Redskins back in the day with Barry Sanders. And they got pummeled in that game. A lot of people thought early in Barry's career they'd be back a lot. They were not. Chris Godwin in motion from right to left. Baker Mayfield, play action. He's going to dump it down to Rachaad White. He's going to pick up about 8 yards, and that'll set up a 2nd and 2. Yeah, Chip and I have some crazy prize picks going on. We talked about the selections a little bit earlier, but some of the other prize picks that we have, kind of insane, but I think it was $5 down to win like 250 bones. Mayfield under center. White the tailback. Crowd on their feet. They're fired up in the Motor City. White gets the give. Left side. He has a first down and more. Breaks the tackle to the 35, to the 40. He's still going, still on his feet, despite a contingent of Lions defenders trying to bring him down. A first down and more for the Bucs. I'd rather play the Bucs if I'm the Niners. I think the Lions are the better team, but the Buccaneers are playing really well. They have a lot of weapons offensively. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, both at more than 1,000 yards this year. White is a good back. Baker Mayfield's been slinging it. Their offensive coordinator getting some head coaching interviews. Todd Bowles, very aggressive blitzer. So I think both squads are good. I think the Buccaneers' record is a little bit deceiving, as Tampa Bay will run it again. They're going to go White up the middle. This time, not much room, but he does stay on his feet until they blow the whistle. That's a pickup of about 1.5 yards. Mac Daddy, $10 super chat. 404 people watching live. The bosses are in my ear. And Jace Andrews, host of the Chiefs Report, is saying, it's embarrassing that we only have 82 likes right now. We might have to shut the stream down if we don't get to 200 ASAP. We can't have this many people watching that few likes. So if you like the show, you love the Niners, and you're interested in scouting the opponent for next week's game, show us some love, like the show. 2nd and 9. Mayfield, he gets sacked. He looked left, looked right. As soon as he gandered to the right, there was a defender right in his face on the corner, blitz, and he got popped. It's going to be 3rd and long.
How fast can we get to 200? How fast can we get to 200?
Melifonwu was the one who came on that corner blitz.
Man, Baker got popped. Detroit, another physical team.
Yeah. It's going to be 3rd and 17. Buccaneers defense able to force a 3 and out. Now the Lions defense looking to get off the field. Baker across the middle. Ball tipped, and it's intercepted. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, co-leader in interceptions last year, gets the corner past the 50, and already the Lions in Buccaneers territory. Mayfield threw a little bit high, and when you throw high across the middle of the field and that ball gets tipped up, it's in the danger zone. And let's take another look. Detroit only sent 3, and the throw to Evans was up here. Usually that's a ball that Evans can catch, but I think he looked at Mayfield at the last moment and got caught off guard by how much velocity was on that ball. Off his hands, and because the Lions dropped so many defenders back, intercepted. Ball at the 41 of Tampa Bay. Lions go split eye. They put the fullback in motion. Handoff, Montgomery. Gain of 4. Let's show them the Super Chat menu there, Chip, if we could. I'm not drinking today because last night I think I shotgunned, 10 Happy Dads. It's a little bit crazy. We do have a giveaway item, though. We have a Niners turnover chain, #1 fan turnover chain that we're going to give away here on the stream. So here is our Super Chat menu. All Super Chats get a shout out. $20, you get to sign the football here. $50, you sign the turnover chain. And then the MVP wins the turnover chain. Going to get this out here for y'all.
The first person to send in a 50, I'm doing a little beer bong for you.
Oh.
For you.
Chip's going to help me out.
Only the first person.
It's going to be a holding on the defense. Automatic first down for Detroit. It's on Kalijah Kancey, who had the pass break up a little bit earlier. And here's our turnover chain for the faithful here. We got the #1 fan turnover chain. So $50, you'll sign the back of it. And the largest individual Super Chat, that goes to you. Jared Goff takes the shotgun snap. He's going to fire deep left side, incomplete, intended for Sam LaPorta. Ryan Neal in coverage there for the Buccaneers.
So who do y'all want to play? Who would y'all rather play?
Yeah, I'm seeing 52% Buccaneers, but it's very close.
Very close. Very, very close.
Here's the turnover chain. If you want it, largest Super Chat, it goes to you. Goff over the middle, right down that left seam, pass caught. It's going to be by Williams. And there's another flag in the secondary. Early indications, it could be a face mask. Face mask on the defense. Zion McCollum, automatic first down for the Bucs. 529 people watching live. Continue to hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. And as Amon Ra St. Brown broke off the line, that's when McCollum accidentally grabbed his face mask. So Baker Mayfield picked. You had a hold on the defense. You had the Goff completion to Williams, but then the 15-yard penalty has the Lions inside the Prize Picks red zone. Penalties added to the end of the run, so you can include the reception there. Not a good start for Tampa Bay. Forced 3 and out, that's good. And Mayfield picked, and a couple of penalties. Now the Lions knocking on the doorstep here. Yeah, we need a Gibbs touchdown, right? Rushing touchdown. Oh, he's in the backfield is Gibbs. 2 to the right. Tight end to the left. Goff under center. 5 in the box for Tampa Bay. Handoff goes to Gibbs. And he gets down to about the 3.5-yard line. Run it again. Run it again. And Gibbs comes off the field.
Oh, that's the worry. That's the worry right there. They put the big guy in.
Yep. He is their goal line back. Sonny Tawana said, I'm so hungover from yesterday, but I love you guys. Bring on the Lions. Bang, bang, Niner gang. I'm right there with you, but we power through. Goff under center. Tight end in motion. Montgomery the tailback. Goff play action. Throws into the end zone, and it's dropped Nearly intercepted and should have been by Jamel Dean. He had it right here. And what a pick that would have been to kind of bail the Buccaneers out a little bit.
Thought he had a guy, too. Looks like he had a little bit of a step.
Tracy! $50 Venmo for the turnover chain. That's the number to beat. And Tracy, we're going to put her name on the back of the turnover chain. 3rd and goal. Lions now run it. Montgomery stuffed. Loss of 1. This Buccaneers defense, they give up a lot of yards, but they're the 3rd best red zone defense in the NFL, meaning they don't give up touchdowns when other teams enter the red area. And Britt doing a really good job of plugging that gap.
What would y'all do in this situation? Would y'all go for it, type G? Would you kick the field goal, type FG? Looks like the Lions are going to kick it. Still early in the game here. Still early in the game. So take the points.
Field goal is good from 23 yards, and that breaks the scoreless tie. Tracy's name is on the back of the turnover chain. I know I said I wouldn't drink, but shit. $50, I'll do a shotgun.
Didn't take long. Didn't take long.
Tommy Sauce, is LaPorta in? Yes, he is.
I did say the first person to send in a 50, I'd beer bong with their name on it.
Technically, you got to do it.
I did, Tracy. I got you.
Technically, you got to do it. Arch Stanton Live. I can resubscribe to the 49ers report here now. Resubscribing doesn't really do anything, but of course, if you subscribe to the channel, that's awesome. Hypomaniac, not a real good start for my over. No, but it's still early.
Very early. John Wallace.
The over for that Niners-Packers game looked as though it wasn't going to hit, and it ended up hitting, right? John Wallace, $5 super chat. Happy birthday to Electra Babe's son. Happy birthday to you. He said, bang, bang, Niner gang. Johnny Dubs. Good to see you, my brother. Tracy also sent a picture in. Let's see what she's got.
Elliot taking a shot of a little Kentucky whiskey. Okay.
Tracy said, this is today's attire.
Let's show them a little bit bigger here.
Tracy's got the Niner nails on, which is awesome. And then in the bottom right, Niners logo that says, I'm a real one. And there she is with the photo right there.
Awesome.
Tracy! That's awesome. And then Mises Lee last night. I'm catching up on some of my emails here. This is his 49er shelf. 49er shelf with the Niner blanket, which we actually gave away last night. Niner flag. That is awesome.
Awesome stuff. Tracy!
Just showed that on the show, brother. We're live for Lions Buccaneers. Good stuff. Saw Jeannie White sent me an email last night. She said, wild game. She pointed out that she won the flag. They hardly ran the ball. Where was Mitchell, Mason, and Brown? Glad Purdy stepped up toward the end. Let's go Niners. I love Montana. I felt there was no quarterback that can surpass him now until Brock Purdy. And that comeback game-winning drive was very Joe Montana-like. Not comparing the two, but clutch drive, big moment in the pressure cooker, and Purdy delivered. Lions kick it away. Going to be a touchback. So Buccaneers' second offensive drive about to get underway after Baker Mayfield got picked off the tip during that first drive.
John Wallace, what do I got here? What do they call these technically?
That is the Murbanga.
Murbanga.
That's the Murbanga. Mayfield takes the shotgun snap. Handoff goes to White. Another successful run. I think they got to continue to run the football a little bit. When they've given the ball to White, he's had a couple of good carries in this game. And then from there, it sets up the play action for Baker to his grouping of weapons. Jeremy, how bad was the hangover, senior? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. You know, I think I shotgun, honestly, 10 to 15 happy dads. And went to bed at 3:30, woke up at 9:30, still did a cold plunge, still worked out, still got here, and we're live. But it was rough. It was rough. Mayfield, he's going to zip one into Mike Evans, goes off his chest. A really good coverage there by Cam Sutton. And after all that drinking last night, the probiotic, prebiotic, vitamin C mix, that is what is needed right now. Yeah, bang play there. Sutton kind of met Mike Evans right when that ball got in there. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Type those threes. Jeremy said you looked rough at the end. Dude, the emotions of that game, the intensity. We were also live for almost 7 hours. I was definitely feeling it. Mayfield gonna throw. This time it's caught. Mike Evans midfield. What a grab. He has such strong hands, paws, but he can really catch the ball and really reel it in, making it very difficult as Chip just did his Murbanga. Mike Huncho knows the show. Chase, take your Z-Biotics. Exactly. That's almost what I have right here. Mac Daddy again. Another 5. I don't care who we play. Both quarterbacks are sus. Both good defenses, though. Yeah, good defense. Lions improving defense. Mayfield fakes the handoff, throws over the middle. Man wide open. And it's going to be Palmer all the way inside the 20. Mayfield's arm strength is really impressive for how kind of short and stocky he is. Quick delivery, precise and fast delivery. He ripped that ball in there. But a good design by the Buccaneers to kind of spread things out a little bit, giving Mayfield that throwing lane. We're up to almost 1,000 people watching live. As you come in here, support the show for free by liking the video. Mayfield, play action. He gets pressured, and he's going to get sacked again. Another blitz off the edge from the secondary. This time, Brian Branch, the rookie out of Alabama. And who's that on? I think it's on White. The back has to block, but he slipped. The design there was for White to provide some pass protection off the play action. He did not. 2nd and 19. Lions with 2 sacks, both on the corner blitz. Ball all the way back at the 35 now. Mayfield, shimmy, steps up. He's going to run, slides after a gain of 1. 3rd and forever coming up.
They're putting some pressure on. They're getting after Baker right now.
Amazing coverage, Chase and Triz and all the Chat Sports family. That INT from Greenlaw that sealed the game was a straight movie, and the coverage was perfect. Dumb decision by Jordan Love to kind of roll right and throw across field, across body, but what a game for Dre Greenlaw. Thank you so much for the compliment. I don't believe there's anybody doing Niners coverage like us. A lot of great content creators, but what we do is definitely innovative and informative and entertaining. Buccaneers are going to run it here and going to get back to the original line of scrimmage as Chase Edmonds to make this field goal just a little bit easier to even this game up at 3-3 if McLaughlin can connect. If you bleed red and gold, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon like the video, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get to 200. We're only 5 away. Let's get there right now. There's so many of y'all haven't hit that like button. 5 of y'all. Hit it up.
43-yard attempt from the right hash. Snap good. Hold down. Kick is up, and the kick is true. We're tied 3-3. 4:19 remaining in this first. Yep. Let's get more likes, and then in turn, we'll get over 1,000 views. We're at 974 right now. More likes that we get, more people who will find the stream. So like the video. We're up to 992. Can we get past 1,000? We're up at 998. 219 likes. Let's get past 1,000 people watching live. Continue to like the video. Let's get there. We're almost there. Show some love to the program here. We're not going to give out a shout out to Prize Picks until we get past 1,000 people watching. Like the video. John Wallace type in 1K. You love to see it. You love to see it. All right, let's get the Prize Picks here. Largest independently run daily fantasy sports app in North America. And get a $100 deposit match. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Code CLNS. Daily fantasy sports made easy. You pick 2 or more players and you choose more or less on their projected stat lines. And last night, I was a winner chicken dinner. Had Christian McCaffrey more than 92.5 rushing yards. Aaron Jones more than 69.5 rushing yards. And because Deebo Samuel got injured, there is injury insurance if a player goes out, before halftime, right? And that's what happened with Deebo. Whoa. And that was unfortunate that he went out, and the Niners offense certainly struggled without him. But Jawan Jennings really stepped up. But because Deebo Samuel got hurt, I was still a winner with my Prize Picks last night. And we had ourselves a night. And I'm looking at my entry here. $10 to win 30 because McCaffrey and Aaron Jones went more. As for our picks for today, Amon Ra St. Brown, all he needs is a touchdown. Mike Evans, more than 74.5 receiving yards. David Montgomery, more than 79.5 rushing yards. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS.
Making the way to 112K as well. If you haven't yet, as Jeannie White's saying, hit those thumbs up and sub.
Yes, sir.
Help us grow here.
Jeannie Wyatt, one of our executive producers. Click those
that.
thumbs up. Kalen Adaki saying last night's game, man, had me stressed and happy we got the dub. Sent you some pics on your Instagram, Chase. Bang, bang, Niner gang. All right, let's take a look here.
What we got? What we got?
Where's Kalen at? Kalen, I don't think I'm seeing it on Instagram here. Oh, there it is. Look at Kalen's outfit. Thing's awesome. Is that the Nacho Libre mask with the Steve Young autographed jersey that he won on our show, as well as the note that I gave him that's framed above it? How cool is that? With the 49er jersey. Kalen! And then the back of it, gold-blooded. That's epic right there. Thanks for being a real one, Goldmine Hall of Famer, and supporting the show. Yeah, everybody was stressing about that game last night. First down, Lions pick up 3. It's 2nd and 7. Jahmyr Gibbs in the game. Gets that left side. Look out. Shot out of a cannon. And that almost went for a monster play. He got tripped up, but it's going to be 3rd and 1. Yeah, Penei Sewell pulled from right tackle across the line. And when you see a big boy out in space like that, Jamel Dean, he got crunched. 3rd and inches. Goff, quarterback sneak, 1st down. He picked up about 2. Terrence Robinson said, I'm calling Detroit will cover and the under. Detroit -6 in this game. Also lost in the craziness last night was the amount of subscribers we picked up. 111,523 people. That's what we're up to. And we picked up a bunch of subscribers last night. I got the data right here that I can check out real quick. We started the night with 109,098. My goodness. Goff, play action, drops back, looks to throw, over the middle, pass caught. And that's Amon Ra St. Brown, a pickup of 8. Yes, we know he can name every receiver drafted in front of him. More than 1,000 people here. We're so glad that all of you are hanging out with us. This is the 49ers Report. We're scouting, taking a look at the opponent that the Niners will face. Gibbs going to get the give. He's tackled right away by Golston, and it's going to be 3rd and 2 for Detroit. Everybody giving a shout out to Roddy Cal in the comment section. Sup, Niner faithfuls? What's up, Roddy? By the way, if you want to ask any questions about the Niners, feel free to do that. Hashtag 49ers or send in a super chat. Goff going to throw on a 3rd and 2. Tight window throw. Pass complete to St. Brown. A tough contested catch there on Carlton Davis. Fidel Ramos, $5. Would love to see us smaller on the light ones next week. T bang bang. What do you mean by that? Gibbs gets another carry. This time gets 5. I think he was the better running back this year compared to Bijan Robinson, by the way. Bijan's special on a lesser team with the Atlanta Falcons, but Gibbs is a dog. Yeah, so Deebo Samuel's going to undergo a bunch of tests today and TBD on his status. He was telling his teammates last night that he's okay, but as Goff on the play action, boot to the right, throws to his fullback, nothing doing there. Yeah, Levante David partially in on that stop. Kyle Shanahan said it's very similar to the shoulder injury that he suffered earlier in the year that forced him to miss 2 games. Now, with the NFC Championship game coming up, is Deebo Samuel going to try to play regardless? We'll certainly see. Tracy sent another pic on Instagram. I'm seeing a message, Tracy. This one right here. We showed that a little bit earlier. She said, embarrassing, but I used to go to the Buccaneers when my kids were small. I live in Florida. Did you send another picture to my email? I didn't see it. But if you want to send another picture, let us know. We will do a Venmo raffle if we want. You can send in a $10 Venmo. That gets you a submission for our duck race after the game. We already had $50 come in from Tracy. So if anybody else wants to hop on board, you can do that. But Tracy in the running for our Niner turnover chain here. Number 1 fan, and so far Tracy's the number 1 fan. Number to beat is 50. Classy said, I knew I seen this guy yesterday calling the San Francisco game. Oh yeah, that was us. We were having a lot of fun. 330,000 views. We picked up almost 2,000 subscribers. It was the most successful watch party in the history of this show, and that's saying something. Fidel Ramos would love to see us smash on the Lions next week. That's what Fidel meant to say, is what I meant, LOL. We got you, Fidel. Let's do this. Over the next 2 minutes, anybody who sends in a $5 super chat, clock starts right now, your name goes on the back of the turnover chain here. We have one name with Tracy, 2 minutes, $5 super chat. You get on. We're going to start off with Fidel. Anybody else want to get on? Send in a 5 right now.
Clock's ticking. That's a deal.
There's one coming in from Shayna.
Shayna
Shayna Isaacson.
Niners fan in Michigan.
Nice.
Rooting for the Lions. You're going to be in a predicament next week if the Lions win this game, Shayna.
Seriously. Now, are you a Michigan Wolverines fan? I was just in Houston for the Natty. Great win for Jim Harbaugh and the boys.
What up, Roddy Cal? How you doing? How you doing?
Banana Man said, wish I could, but don't have the credit card yet. It's all good. All you got to do, subscribe to the channel, like the video, continue to comment, share the video, always to support the show for free. 1 minute past, $5 to get on the turnover chain. We have Tracy, Fidel, and Shayna on there right now. Number to beat if you want it is 50. Empty set for Goff. Bucs bring pressure. Goff, pass, caught. He had to rip that ball in there to Sam LaPorta, the rookie sensation at tight end. And that was a great throw down the right seam. First down for Detroit. $20 seconds remaining. Goff, all day to throw. He throws underneath, and a good tackle out in space by Carlton Davis. Tracy emailed the photo. Here's Tracy, rocking a Buccaneers hat from back in the day with our show on the top, with our prize picks. Tracy! 2nd and 8. Tracy said that game was so thrilling last night, she had to bring out the breathing machine. Goff, going to throw it over the middle, and he sticks that one in there right in between the seams this time. Once again, it's LaPorta. First down, Detroit. They continue this drive. Roddy Cal said, hello, Niner ladies. Always a good turnout with you all. Flavor Reborn, $5 super chat. Brock Purdy needs some mental coaching. That performance was all mental. If he needs mental coaching, didn't he perfect the mentality that's needed to play well in the clutch to go 6 of 7 on that game-winning drive? Goff going to throw back shoulder ball into the end zone. Dropped by Amon Ra St. Brown. Good coverage, though. Went off his right hand as he tried to reel it in with that right mitt. 2nd and 10 for the Lions. See, I disagree. I thought that Purdy was fine in that game. Battled some weather elements, handled adversity, overcame it, and he did what we want great quarterbacks to do, right? Come through in crunch time. Come through in the clutch. Flavor Reborn Restorations. Check out that business. 2nd and 10. Goff swings that out. Gibbs to the 10. Flavor Reborn, we'll put you on the turnover chain. John Wallace said, Brock the Rock, mental game, nicely stronger than what people think. I thought he was so composed. That's what you need. Flatliner. While hanging out in the pressure cooker. 3rd and 5. Ball at the 9. Can the Bucs hold again? Empty set for Goff. Fires into the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Detroit. $14-play, 75-yard drive for the Lions. 6:46 off the clock. And the Bucs do not blitz there. They're 3rd in blitz rate in the NFL. And it was Josh Reynolds who caught that football on the inside post. Got past the DB, past that second-level linebacker, and Goff put it right in between the numbers. Extra point is good, and it is 10-3 Lions. You can show us those TDs if you want. Void Flame said touchdown. There you go. Tracy! Noel Javier, 49ers fan who works as a Niner at Levi's Stadium. Did you intentionally call yourself a Nine nerd? Because if you're a Nine nerd, you just love this football team. You're all about it. No, no, no,
No, no, no, no, no.
Thank you for that 5. We're going to put you on here on the turnover chain because that was right after the 2-minute clock.
Let's go, Noel.
Noel, hopefully we got it right one of the 2 times. Appreciate you for your support of the program. We're $21 away from $100 in Super Chats. Make sure you hit that sub button. This week's going to be awesome on the 49ers Report as we get geared up for the NFC Championship. We'll be live for another 2-hour pregame show on Sunday, regardless of the opponent. Niners going to take on the winner of this game here between Detroit and Tampa Bay, and it will be next Sunday. And we'll go live a couple of times this week, pushing out multiple videos per day. It's going to be great. Can't wait.
Do not miss out, baby. Do not
Rod
miss
G,
out.
using hashtag 49ers, says, I was watching your live yesterday and the game at the same time. Your reaction to Greenlaw's interception was epic. I felt every emotion you had, and I shedded a few tears. I wasn't close, and by the way, I love the emoji there. I wasn't close to shedding tears by any means, but I was emotional. And the difference between a loss there and a win is so drastic. I just want to continue to talk about football. I don't want to talk about free agency yet. I don't want to talk about the draft. I don't want to talk about the offseason. I didn't want to have to recap and live with the choke job by San Francisco if they did go down in that game. And the opportunities that present themselves when a team makes it to the NFC title game. And for me, I've covered this team 3 straight years, and they've made it 3 consecutive times. I'm already going to be in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl. The coverage that's possible with a Niner run to the Super Bowl is great for me professionally. It's great for the fans. It's great for this team. It's just fun to talk about. These are things that you dream of in the world of broadcasting. And I wanted the Niners to win so badly for everybody who watches the show and for the faithful worldwide. So you felt just the emotions and the happiness and the joy and the thrill of the Niners punching their ticket to the Final Four. It was incredible. I wish my voice didn't crack, but that's how excited I was. Here's our Super Chat menu for today. If you want to support and donate to the show, we certainly appreciate it. All Super Chats get a shout out. $20, you sign our Niner ball. $50, you sign the turnover chain, but we just bumped that down to $5. We had Tracy, Fidel, Shayna, Flavor, and Noel check in over there. Have we gotten a $20 Super Chat yet to go on the football outside of Tracy, who's already on there? I don't think so. Yeah, just a couple of 10s and 5s. Baker going to check it down to Chase Edmonds. Not a bad gain there on first down. It's a gain of about 4 or 5.
Who you got in this one?
2nd and 6. DET for the Lions, TB for the Bucs, as Chip was saying. It's a 2nd and 6, ball at the 29. Pistol formation, handoff Edmonds. Left side, only a gain of 1. It's going to set up another 3rd down. 5 yards to go for Tampa Bay. Roddy Cal, Brock was definitely battle-tested for the doubters. Yes, battle-tested. Adversity. We kept asking and posing the question, can Brock Purdy come back? Can Kyle Shanahan come back? 0-30 when trailing by 5 or more in the 4th quarter. What a time to end that 0 for last night. Empty set for Mayfield. 3rd and 5. Lions show blitz. They send 4. Mayfield underneath. Pass caught. What a great tackle in space. And inches shy is Edmonds by the nose of the ball, but there's a flag on the play, and Detroit is signaling it's going to be on the Bucs. So too is Dan Campbell. Pass interference on the offense. Casey Gregory, why would I want to play the Lions? They're the better team than the Buccaneers. There's no question about it. Can Jared Goff go into a hostile environment outdoors and win an NFC title game? Certainly have my doubts. But look, the last 2 years he's played very well. And they have some really good weapons. LaPorta, Williams, Amon Ra St. Brown, two really good backs, and a defense that has steadily improved, and that's why defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn getting a couple of head coaching interviews. 3rd and 15 after the penalty. Bucs need to get to the 35. Ball spotted at the 20. Easy math. Mayfield steps up. He looks, fires underneath. Edmonds makes a man miss, spins off a man, and he's going to get about a half yard shy. It's actually kind of a bad spot. They're going to say he's a little more than a yard away from that first down conversion. What will Tampa Bay do here? Todd Bowles, decision time. You can tell he doesn't know what he wants to do. Analytics say go, but you're already down by 7, and you're in your own territory. I would punt it because the Bucs' strength and Todd Bowles' specialty is defense.
What would y'all do here? 4th and 1 in your own territory. Looks like they're going to punt it away, but the play clock's winding. They're going to reset the play clock. The people want them to go for it.
Give the people what they want. Bucs going to play it safe. Ball to 34. They are going to punt it. No fake here. Great punt. My goodness. Too good of a punt. It's going to be a touchback. Lions will get it at the 20. Already up by 7. Camarda. My goodness. What a strong leg. Yep. $9:41 left in this first half. Who you got? DET for the Lions, TB for the Buccaneers. You know who I got when it comes to DFS, Daily Fantasy Sports. Prize Picks all day, every day, my man and my ladies. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, $100 deposit match. Daily Fantasy Sports made easy. Free download. And when you use that link as well as that code, you put in $100, you get $100 back. You pick 2 or more players, choose more or less on the projected stat lines. And I was a winner last night. $10 to win 30 because Deebo Samuel got injured. There's injury insurance if a player goes out in the first half. So Christian McCaffrey, we connected. More than 92.5 rushing yards. Aaron Jones, more than 69.5 rushing yards. Our picks for today: Amon Ra St. Brown, got to find the end zone. Mike Evans, more than 74.5 receiving yards. David Montgomery, more than 79.5 rushing yards. You can win up to 25 times your money and win real money with Prize Picks, prizepicks.com/CLNS.
We got over 1,500 people here. Only 355 likes. Can we get to 500 likes right now? Can we get to 500 likes right now? If you're hyped up about that game last night, and maybe a little hungover as well, about that emotional game last night, hit that like button. If you're excited to see this team in the NFC Championship and hopefully break through again, make it to Las Vegas.
Yeah, I want to look at our watch party metrics for that Packers-Cowboys game last week. This one isn't popping off like that because that game was insane. Well, let's see. We still did almost $1,000 in Super Chats. It's pretty incredible. $40 in Venmo. We've already beaten that, so that's good. We're up to $80 in donations right now. But last night, We did our part. It was insane on the watch party. St. Brown in motion from left to right. Goff play action from under center. Deep drop, he's going to run. He's going to pick up about 7 yards before he slides down. Mr. Rollins, 46% for the Bucs, 54% for the Lions. Who does Chase want to win? I think the easier opponent is the Buccaneers. The harder opponent is Detroit, but I like San Francisco against either of these teams. I really do. Second and 3. Goff fires. Pass. Caught. LaPorta levels up McCollum. Lowers the shoulder. Picks up the first down. Gain of 3 or 4. Jenny Woofy! A $2 super chat. She said, go Bucks. Goff. Handoff Montgomery. Nothing doing there. Mac Daddy. A $20 super chat. And that gets us past $100 in supers. Purdy just needs to spend 3 days a week practicing with a wet ball in the offseason. Maybe getting a big shower and set up some targets in there or something. LOL. Hope he can work on that. I agree. He does not throw a wet football well. That is a little bit of a concern. But how often are you playing in rain games? It's really not that often. But yes, it is a little bit of a concern moving forward. There's absolutely no question about it. As Goff throws underneath, LaPorta wide open, first down and more. And on a 2nd and 9, he gathers 12 yards. Detroit looking very good offensively in this game. Love what John Wallace said. I don't even drink anymore, and I felt like I was on cloud 9 off of Miller's last night. If I could revisit that feeling, I would. That was a fun night. One of my funnest nights at work I've ever had. LaPorta already with 5 grabs, 46 yards. Approaching 7 minutes in this first half. Goff takes a shot. Deep downfield. Incomplete, intended for Jamison Williams. Step for step with him was Carlton Davis. Very good corner. Rio Lionel is a first time super chatter. Detroit is my city. Rio, we're going to put you on the turnover chain for being a first timer, my man.
Sir, shout out to Rio.
2nd and 10. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Goff looks toward the left, fires over the middle, pass broken up. Jamel Dean intended for Jamison Williams again. And that'll result in a 3rd and 10. Type those threes. Oliver Leach was on it right before I even said anything. Reaction guy, love the content. Thank you so much. Tommy Huxley, $2 super chat. Ambry Thomas had a rough night last night. There's no doubt about that. A little bit of a concern. Goff out of the shotgun. Shoulder shimmy. Pass dropped. St. Brown was open coming across the middle. Joe Tryon, I think, was coming across the middle here at footsteps. And he dropped it. Lions going to have to punt. So the decision to not go for it on 4th down pays off for Todd Bowles. No. Yeah, St. Brown's a really good wide receiver. Reaction guy. What do you think of last night's game? Well, anybody who watched the watch party last night knows it was emotional. It was a roller coaster. It was thrilling. It was shocking. All of those words apply for every type of feeling and emotion that we were going through last night. To get that win was massive. And Tompkins will take the fair catch at the 13. Very reminiscent of the 2021 Divisional Round game when it was just a slugfest all night. That time, it was the Niners going on the road and beating the top-seeded Green Bay Packers. Couldn't really do much offensively all night coming off that huge win against the Cowboys in the wild card round. Things seemed disjointed. The defense playing very well. And then the Niners just found a way late to win it. And you think about that game. Jordan Willis, blocked punt, recovered by Talanoa Hufanga for a touchdown. Big special teams play, right? And then last night, you had the Carlson miss from 41. That was the big special teams play. And then Robbie Gould game-winning field goal in 2021. Christian McCaffrey game-winning touchdown here in 2024. 2023 season, 2021 season, you get the idea. We still call it the 2023 season until it's over. But, yeah, just unbelievable game last night. Zamiel, who do you want to win this game? Yeah, I've gotten that question a couple of times. I'd rather face the Bucs because that's the easier opponent. Detroit is the better team. But I think Lions-Niners would be a really good game. I like how this Niners defense matches up against Jared Goff. There's some concerns with this Niners defense, though, especially against the run. Their raw numbers against the run pretty good, but they were facing the least amount of rushing attempts per game, as we talked about all week and Greg Olsen talked about last night, and it looked as though they haven't faced the run all that much. Mr. Marcus Thomas is a first time super chatter, but it is a $2 super chat. Lions, Bills, Super Bowl in my city, Las Vegas. No. Boo. 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 We want the Niners in the Super Bowl against the Bills, not the Lions. No.
And the Bills? I don't know, man. The Ravens are good.
Ravens are good.
If I had my pick,
I don't know if the team's beating Baltimore, man.
No, I'm going Ravens-Niners. Little rematch.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl color conspiracy lives on with the
Yes.
red and purple.
Yes, it does.
Gina getting those boos in. Hey, Niners will play whoever they want and they'll smack them, man.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
I hope so. I don't need a heart attack game like we had last night next week. You know, you get one of those per year, and I'm cool with it. Ball to 13. Mayfield under center. Split eye. Godwin to the left. Evans to the right. Mayfield. Play action. Pumps, throws, right side. Has Evans. Pass caught at the 35. Big play right there for Tampa Bay as Mayfield threw a dart to the perimeter. Dusty Turtle, my nerves were shot last night. And that's part of the reason why I was so tired. You know, we're shotgunning, we're yelling, we're screaming. The emotions, the nerves. We're live for almost 7 hours. Just a long, emotional, difficult day and night, but a fun one. 2 catches, 41 for Mike Evans. We're not doing too bad there, Chip. Mayfield throws to the left. Godwin, pass caught, no gain. Tackle by Aidan Hutchinson all the way out there. Trey Schwill, I have my own YouTube channel. Subscribe. Free advertising. Dusty Turtle is considering going to the hospital. I'm sure a lot of people almost went into cardiac arrest. Let's get to 500 likes before halftime. We're at 435 right now. If you're liking the show, like the video. 2nd and 10. Mayfield in the gun. Bucs run it. White. Pick up a 3. Brian Branch from that nickel spot making the first tackle.
Been impressed with the Lions defense so far. Hasn't been that good all year.
Yeah,
but they've been good today.
Yeah, and they've been good of late. They've made some good adjustments. They started to play a little bit better.
Getting healthier.
Sabian also said, I thought I almost died last night because of the stress.
Hopefully, no game moving forward is that stressful, though the Super Bowl, regardless, leading up to it will be stressful anyway. So,
Chualor in the building. 3rd and 6. Ball just shy of the 40. 4 receivers to the right. Mayfield throws. White makes a man miss, picks up the first down. Took a shot to the helmet late, but he's okay. He'll get up. Buckle Bunny! $10 super chat. You guys are such frat boys. Give me a shout out. I'm almost at 2,000 subs or 20,000 subs. Don't want to disrespect that number. 20,000 subs is a big deal. Buckle Bunny. That is a favorite term of fellow producer Trace Gerard. Buckle bunnies are like southern women that he really likes. So Buckle Bunny, subscribe over there. Yeah, it's like a Texas girl who's always rocking like cowboy gear because she's from Texas. Exactly. Mayfield, play action, going to roll to the right, throw it to Cole Otten. That's a pickup of about 13, 15 yards. Another big first down for the Bucs. So what kind of content does Buckle Bunny do? Check out Buckle Bunny's YouTube channel. Yeah, for game days, we do operate as though we're kind of frat boys. But during the week, our coverage is superb and stellar. Mayfield out of the shotgun, fakes the snap, moves off his spot. He's pressured. He throws right side, out of bounds. Had to throw it away because that pressure for Detroit got home. I'm not seeing Buckle Bunny's channel anywhere. It's funny, I searched Buckle Bunny and our live stream popped up. Maybe it's because you're here. Very cool. Drop the link in the chat. We'll check it out. 2nd and 10. Mayfield in the gun. Bucs just get the snap off. Handoff goes to Edmonds. Gain of 5 toward that left side. And that'll bring up a 3rd and medium. Mac Daddy again. Was really disappointed with the defensive line last night. All that money we invested, but they got the job done. I'm not mad. It was just blah, though. See, here's the thing. They were good against the pass. They got a good pass rush, I thought, on Jordan Love, and they moved him off his spot. But they did disappoint in the sense that they got gashed in the run game. So I hear you there. Mac Daddy, we're going to put your name on the football. Mayfield takes the shotgun snap, throws too high for Godwin, pass incomplete, no flags. Mac Daddy, we got your name on there. Going to be a 50-yard attempt for McLaughlin. Left hash. Snap good, hold down. The kick is up. And it's off the upright, no good. And with 2:24 left, Detroit going to get good field position here. Bad miss for McLaughlin. Contrary to the reporter's belief earlier this week, we are in a dome, so no inclement weather. And he clanks it off the left upright. So 10-3 still the score, but the Lions now threatening.
We're so close to 500 likes. 25 likes away. Let's get there during this break. Also, we are at $122. We're about $80 away from 200. If we can get to 200 before halftime, a little over 2 minutes left to go, I'll do another, let me pull this up here. I'll do another little Mir Bonga if we can get to 200 before halftime. $80 away.
Let's get it.
Yeah, what is up with these kickers, man?
That was a loud doink.
Yeah, all the over bettors in shambles. So now it's all the way up to 57% in our poll would rather face the Lions, despite the Lions looking like the better team in this game.
Interesting. Yeah, that really surprises me. More than 2,000 people watching live. That's awesome. Make sure you hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. We're hanging out on the 49ers Report, just doing some scouting, seeing which opponent the Niners will face in the NFC Championship game next week. And that's why we're live after our live show last night, because the coverage never stops and the grind never stops. We own that grind and that hustle. More than 20,000 views throughout the day as well. People are asking about an update on Deebo Samuel. He's undergoing tests today. Kyle Shanahan said it's very similar to the shoulder injury he suffered earlier this year, which did force him to miss 2 games. But is he going to be off the field in the NFC Championship game? He really is so valuable because of the versatility and diverse skill set that he brings to the offense. As a runner, a thrower, a motion man, causes a lot of confusion for defenses.
Big drive here for the Lions, man. They get up by 2 scores. Could the Niners be facing the Lions?
Brian Clean is a first-time Super Chatter. Brian Clean, you're a first-time Super Chatter, so I'm going to put you on the Niner ball here. Thanks for supporting the show. And let's do this. Anybody who sends in a first-time Super Chat, we're putting you on this football. Let's do that up until halftime here. So if you're watching the show for the first time or you've never sent in a Super Chat, it could be a 99-cent Super Chat. You're still going on the real one, Niner football right here. Join Brian Clean and a lot of other faithful viewers on this football right here.
So who you got in this game? Type TB or Detroit for a shout-out. Shouting out everybody who comments who they believe will win this game. TB for the Bucs. DET for the Lions. Kofev got Tampa Bay. Laura got Detroit. Krista got Tampa Bay. Bob Smith got the Lions. Upper Thorax has Detroit. Hillary has the Buccaneers. Allen has Detroit. Sabian, Tampa Bay. Chris on Games, Tampa Bay. Oliver, Tampa Bay. Hey, JRC got the Niners all day, baby. Banana Man, Tampa Bay. Alicia, Tampa Bay.
Alicia!
Rio and Harmon got Detroit. I like the SFs, baby. Destiny, Detroit.
Alicia and her mom, Lisa Hernandez, they said nipple piercings if the Niners win the Super Bowl. 2 wins away from that.
Jeremy with the 2, let's go Lions. So we know Jeremy's rooting for those Lions. Tay got the Bucs. Mr. Marcus got Detroit. Fidel's Tampa Bay. Oliver, Tampa Bay. JHS got Detroit. So the chat is pretty split. Bob Smith wants a KC Niners Super Bowl, a little rematch action. Dr. Kelly Bushy is a
First time Super Chatter, Dr. Kelly.
Let's go.
Also going on the football here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Dr. Kelly Bushy going on the real 1-9er ball.
The doc is in the house. Raymond, San Francisco. Hillary thinks it's going to be a KC Tampa Super Bowl. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Goff going to throw it to the left side. Great tackle made by Isian, who tripped up St. Brown. He did pick up the first down, but if he broke that tackle, could have picked up a lot more. Ooh, yeah, he's down short. I think that elbow came down upon a second look. We'll take a look at it upstairs as we're under 2 minutes to go. So plays reviewed in the booth upstairs. Under 2 minutes in the second quarter and fourth quarter. Type B to ban the bots. Anytime there are bots in the chat, type B. They promote terrorism. We don't like them. Infinite Files said Niners, Ravens, Super Bowl. That was my prediction. Niners, Ravens, Super Bowl. Vincent Flegger, typing that B. Lore banning the bots. Angela, Jeannie, good work. JHS Donator, $20 super chat. We're putting you on the ball. JHS. Detroit, me and my mom, Bucks. Yeah, Mom, you lose. I love a little fun mother-son beef. Well, you got the scope in the profile picture. About to spray that AK. Yeesh. 3rd and 1. St. Brown in motion. Goff takes the shotgun snap. Buccaneers get home with 4, and they sack Goff. And it looked like a Lions offensive lineman went down, Frank Ragnow. He's holding his left knee. Kalijah Cansey. We've called his name a couple of times here today. So quick off the line. Jonah Jackson, Frank Ragnow, down and injured. They've had issues along this offensive line at times this year, which obviously is ideal for San Francisco because their strength defensively, at least one of their strengths defensively, is along that defensive line. All right, if we get a $50 super chat, I don't want to do it, but I'll do it. I'll shotgun if we get a $50 super chat in the next 2 minutes.
And a 50 would put us over 200. I said if we got to 200 before halftime, I would do another Mir Bonga, so you get double time right there.
Don't make me do it, but make me do it. Chris Brucker said McCaffrey MVP. How about Dre Greenlaw as well?
Definitely not the game I was expecting. Lions been impressive so far on defense.
Yeah, they have been. And the Buccaneers are hanging tight. You feel like it should be maybe a 14-3 game, a 17-3 game, but the Bucs are hanging tough, and that sack was big.
Yeah, they can get the ball back here, tied up before half, and then I believe, who started? The Lions started with the ball? Yeah, because the Lions went down and got that field goal. So they'd get the ball back after half. YouTube said I can no longer for today send money.
Who said that?
Jeannie.
Jeannie Wyatt?
Yeah. I'm cutting you off.
You can send a Venmo there, Jeannie. But it might be because you were sending in big super chats last night, And within 24 hours, I think they only let you send a certain amount. That just means that you're a legend and a real one, Genie.
YouTube can't handle you, Genie. Genie's been cut off.
YouTube is trying to shadow ban Genie. She said, I can't send Venmo either. Shotgun some fruit punch. We actually have some fruit punch Happy Dads, I think. 10 seconds left. Mike Concha said Genie broke the internet. Facts. Frank Ragnow. Goff got tackled into the back of his left knee. Everex, do you follow college football? Yes, I do. I was at the National Championship in Houston a couple of weeks ago. Michigan, Washington, awesome time doing some coverage for Chat Sports and then enjoyed the game as a fan. 1:35 left. Bucs have 3 timeouts. They can get a touchdown, maybe a field goal here before the break. Fair catch at the 7. Lions do. Buccaneers get the ball after halftime too, so potentially a big swing right here. Potentially a big swing. Couple first-time super chatters. Sergio, a first-time super chatter. We're going to put Sergio Rodriguez on the ball here. And then we had Cristiano Azteco, also a first-time super chatter. Ball at the 8. Bucs start off with the run. White right up the middle, gain of 12. Let's go Detroit Lions. I've been a Lions fan since before 2008. Glad to see my team being actually the Lions instead of the Kittens. What a story. What a path. What a journey. What a season. And they've been a fun team to root for. Baker Mayfield going to throw. Right side. It's dropped again by Mike Evans. He's dropped a lot of balls the last 2 weeks. But Cristiano, if you want to tune into Detroit Lions Talk with Micro Mike, he's actually our Lions host here at Chat Sports. That has a bunch of Lions fans over there. And I think 5,000, 6,000 people watching. Ball at the 19, 2nd and 10. Mayfield drops. Mayfield throws. Pass is fit in there to Palmer. What a throw. How did he fit that football in? Caught it with one hand. And that's a catch. They marked it 3rd and short. I disagree. Mayfield's going to keep it. Look at Mayfield go to the 35, to the 40. 35 seconds left. You got to call a timeout. And that's exactly what the Buccaneers do. Cristiano Azteco going on the real one ball.
And we got Mac Daddy again.
It's so funny how there's a glitch where it always says Mac Daddy is sending his 3rd ever super chat.
Yeah, very strange.
Very weird.
Strange.
Who are the best recently retired wide receivers in case we need one? Probably a good video this week. You know, with Chris Conley and Jawan Jennings stepping up without Deebo Samuel, I think they just run with them. They like Willie Snead, obviously, because he's been on the practice squad, off the practice squad, brought back. Somehow he was playing against Baltimore when Jawan Jennings got hurt. Jarvis Landry is probably the best one, honestly. He's not retired, but he's out there. Julio Jones got signed by the Eagles. Oh! Chris the Soul, $50 super chat. It's a 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. Ball spotted at the 42. He has Mike Evans. He breaks free to the 45, 30 to the 31. Mayfield layered that football in on the far sideline. 1st down, Tampa. Out of bounds with the clock at 27 seconds. Krista, at halftime, I'll go get that happy dad the shotgun. Mayfield, he throws deep. Mike Evans, diving catch. What a grab to the 1. And the Bucs a yard away from tying this game up. See, that's the thing with Mike Evans. He's dropped routine balls this year, but then he makes 2 catches like that. One-on-one coverage with Sutton. What a dime from Baker.
What a drive by Baker here. Throwing dimes.
Baker Mayfield earning himself a bag. And this is what I talked about. You get this touchdown before the break. You get the ball to start the third. That's a new ball game. Bucs have 1 timeout left. They put 19 seconds on the clock. Added a tick. We both do, right? 6 plays, 90 yards, and 109. I would go pass here. Actually, you can run it once because you have that 1 timeout. First and goal, ball at the 2. Mayfield in the gun. He'll throw it. Looks into the end zone, has Hutton. It's caught. Touchdown. But there's a flag, and is it going to be on Otten? Will it be pass interference on Otten or pass interference on Detroit? I think it's going to be on Detroit. No foul for offensive PI. Extra point away from this game being tied. So Cade Otten, that's another drop it in the bucket throw from Mayfield. I love that route, by the way. Otten fakes out toward the sideline, then gets upfield. Designed the entire time to kind of throw that back corner ball. Great touch from Baker, who's cooking right now. 15 seconds left, extra point away from this game being even at 10-10. McLaughlin missed earlier from 50. Here he's good on the PAT. We got a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 2,600 people watching live. Can we get to 1,000 likes before halftime? Our halftime show is me shotgunning a beer, thanks to Krista. Let's get to 1,000 likes before halftime. And if you bleed red and gold, because this is the 49ers report, scouting the opponent for next week, make sure you hit that thumbs up icon, like the video.
So also that 50 Chris is sending, we got over 200. I said if we got over 200, I'd do my second Mir Bonga, so.
How about it?
Got a little double coming up.
Buddy Moles, what's wrong with Detroit? Nothing, really. They played a good game up until this point. But just gave up a 92-yard drive in 7 plays. McLaughlin's kick. Touchback. Lions just going to kneel this one out.
Michael with the 5. How about those Niners? What a win it was.
Michael, what a win, man. What a win. All right, I'm going to go get that shotgun and use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Who do you got? DET for Detroit, TB for the Buccaneers. This game locked up at 10-10. We got a thriller coming up in the second half. I'll be back, and Chip's going to chop it up with everybody here for a bit.
We got a game. We got a game here, folks. Joseph, Buddy, Alexander all got Tampa Bay. And now the poll's up to 60% of people would rather play the Lions. I'm a little shocked. Frags, Tyler, Rachel all have Tampa Bay. Ronald has Detroit. Tay has Tampa Bay. Gina, Oliver, all Tampa Bay. Elijah, Tampa Bay. John Wallace, Tampa Bay. Ken, Tampa Bay. Here comes some Detroit fans. Mitchell, Upper Thorax, Florian, Nasty 313 got Detroit. Allen, B9, John Wallace. Who do I have? I got Detroit. I got Detroit by 3. I'm gonna go Detroit wins this game 27-24. That's what I got. Brian has Detroit. Oss has Detroit. Giovanni, Tampa Bay. Let's keep it going. L. Hey, look. I just feel like Detroit's going to come out. I think Tampa Bay is going to come out and score a touchdown out of halftime. Go up 17-10. I think Detroit responds. I think Detroit gets another turnover at some point. I think they win. But you know what? It's hard to bet against Baker right now because he's slinging it. John, Detroit should win, I think, but hey, you never know. You never know with these. You never know. Tampa Bay 49-23. I don't know about that. 39 in the second half. Who else we got here? Braxton's War Room has the Buccaneers. Jack has Detroit. Sam Lopez has Detroit. Arch got the Lions. Tay, Tampa Bay 27-24. Yeah. Hey, you know what, John Wallace? These playoffs, man, it's been some shocking stuff. I'm ready to be shocked. Anything can happen. Avery, Bucks. Torres, Tampa Bay. Alex bringing up a good point. Don't care who you play. Niners all day. I think the Niners would beat either of these teams. So I think you're fine playing either team, although personally I'd probably rather play Tampa. Dave got the Bucks. Bob Smith says overtime. I'd love to see an overtime game. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I just want to see a good game, Let's man. Just see a good game. I don't want to see one team pull away by too much here in the second half. I want to keep it close, keep it fun. If this game was in Tampa, I might be saying Tampa. Honestly, just because it's at Detroit, I'm giving Detroit the edge. Loretta says Niners 2013 over the Bucks next week, so already calling your shot for next week. No rain in Santa Clara, very good news. Lions win by 6 from Dreadhead David. Ty says, I just want to see the game. Come on, NBC. What's going on with NBC? Something wrong with NBC? We got the game on here. We're watching it. Seems fun. But hey, if you can't watch it, it's why you're here, you know? Top tier coverage from Chase and I. Channels down? Well, I'm glad you're here with us, you know? That's why we do this type of things. For people who can't watch the game, if the channel's down, whatever, try to provide you with as good of coverage as we can. Go Bird says go Lions. Psycho has Tampa Bay versus San Francisco. CG 1, Detroit wins 31-27. Brian, hello from Ireland. A Lions fan from Ireland. We got people that are tuning in from all over the world. Taylor, should John Gruden get a second shot as a head coach? No. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think teams want to deal with. He's currently involved in a lawsuit with the NFL. I just don't think teams want to get involved with all that. Could he be brought back on a staff at some point? Probably. I don't think he gets another shot as a head coach. Rook W says go Bucks. Nebraska Cornhuskers got the Bucks as well. How about Jay Gruden? Not after what he's doing on Twitter, man, or X, whatever you want to call it. Not after the stuff Jay Gruden's spitting. Talking crazy on RG3. Look, Jay, you got RG3 hurt, man. Just admit it and move on. Admit it and move on. You weren't good. You weren't good. Rod O'Connor, hello from Dublin, Ireland. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Rod tuning in from Dublin. Will, Lions ain't doing nothing without a center. Ragnow came back in the game. Ragnow is okay. So their center's back. Their center's good. Their center is back. They're all pro center, I might add. They're all pro center. Keep letting us know who you got. Who you got? I got Amir Bonga coming up here. Thanks to Krista. Chase to do a little shotgun. I'm gonna do a little Amir Bonga. Got my mountains blue over here, so we'll do that momentarily here. Who you got? Who you got? Another good game tonight. Chiefs, Bills. Shade's got the Chiefs in that one. Chiefs have owned that matchup, but crazy enough, this will be Patrick Mahomes' first road playoff game of his career. I see you, go Birds. So going to be interesting to see what Mahomes does on the road in Buffalo. Will, just wait to see who the Niners beat next. Yeah, hopefully whoever they play next game is less stressful than the Packers game. I think the Packers, they're going to be a dangerous team next year. They're going to be a dangerous team next year. If you were the Bears, do you pick Williams or keep Fields? I'm in the boat of taking Caleb Williams because two reasons. One, I think he might be better than Justin Fields is right now. I'm just going to be honest. And I'm a big Justin Fields fan. But I think there's a chance that Caleb Williams comes in and is better right away. But the bigger reason I'd want Caleb Williams is to reset that quarterback contract. You're going to have to pay Justin Fields if you want to keep him. So just from a financial standpoint, you get to reset that contract, get 5 years of cheap quarterback play from a guy like Caleb Williams who could be better than Fields anyways. So exactly, Shade. You reset that contract, you get... Because I think the Bears still need more help, specifically on the defensive line. They could use another weapon probably, so just save that money, get the team as good as you can. I think the best recipe for a team to win a Super Bowl is with a quarterback on a rookie contract where you can spend money on the rest of the team. Look at the Niners. You got Brock Purdy on that minuscule contract. How much is Brock Purdy making? Less than $1 million. Less than $1 million Brock Purdy's making.
Best value deal.
Best value in the NFL. That's why if I'm the Bears, I'm taking Caleb. All the way.
Oh, wow. Gene Wyatt getting aggressive in the chat. Go Birds. Leave my quarterback out of your mouth. That's phenomenal. We love a fired up Genie.
Yeah.
But go Birds 21. Whack ascot. I like that.
we could all share some hate for Dak. those Cowboys. All right, I have a little Mirabonga for Krista Stoll. Should Jimmy G go back to the Niners to back up Brock Purdy? There's just no no.
All right, Krista Stoll with the $50 super chat a little bit earlier. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I did it for Krista, and I'll sell my body for money any day. Tracy, what time's the game tonight? It's 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific, I believe.
6:30 Eastern.
6:30 Eastern?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh. Here I am. To recap things I've been saying for the last 5 minutes. I loved what Jeannie Wyatt was saying. I love a fired up Jeannie. Said, "Go Birds, leave my quarterback out your mouth." And then I said, "This shotgun is for Krista Stoll." I said that I wasn't going to drink today, but I'll sell my body for money any day.
Any day.
Just like words of wisdom will. Here we go. Krista Stoll.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
Go Birds 21 said, "Guys, I miss seeing Dallas choke. If I could watch Dallas choke every week, that'd be great. That's why we take so much pride in it all the time." Where does Harbaugh end up from Taylor Pack? I think the Chargers are the team. I think Belichick goes to Atlanta. And I think Harbaugh goes to the Chargers or just back to Michigan. Looks like Sirianni's going to stay in Philadelphia. Adam Schefter said all signs point to that. Yeah, let's see here. Send in a $10 Venmo to be a part of our Venmo race after the game. Let's see. It's only Tracy who sent him in so far. We got $60 in there just from Tracy. Why the Chargers? You have Justin Herbert. You're in LA. You have a pretty good roster that can win right now for Harbaugh.
Hey, you know what? I checked. I didn't even know this. I just had $10 sitting in my Venmo. So if I'll add that 10 to the pot as well. We'll get that pot growing.
Oh, how about it? Yeah, we need somebody else in there other than Tracy. At Chase_Senior. Scan the QR code on the screen as well. Bucs, after they tied this game up at 10-10, they're going to get the ball back here.
So Tracy sent in the 2, asked what time the game was. We answered that, 6:30 Eastern. Words, sell my body. What? Well, I ain't cheap.
Just messing with you, words.
And then Tracy says, get him, Genie.
Get him, Genie. Dr. Kelly in there and Anthony. That gets us up to, let's see, 80. So winner comes away with 40. Sixth possession of the game for Tampa Bay. Mayfield in the gun, 2-by-2 set, looks right, fires over the middle. There's Chris Godwin. Gain of 12 to the 37. Tracy again. Another heart. The faithful lady showing up and showing out. Evo with the $10 Venmo. You love to see it. Ball at the 37, 1st and 10. Lions show blitz. They bring extra pressure, but the Bucs run it. And White leans forward for a gain of about 4. Second and 5, ball at the 41, pistol formation. Tompkins in motion. Another handoff to White, left side, room to run. Very patient. And the Buccaneers officially in Lions territory at about the 45. White, another carry. They stick with going to that left side. That's a pickup of about 2. Oh, White nearly fumbled that football, too, on the handoff there. Mike Concho, 112,000 subscribers, LFG. Can we get there with this watch party? That would be quite the surprise, but we'll take it. Chase Edmonds now in the game at running back. Mayfield will throw it left side just by that 40-yard line. It's caught by Mike Evans. That'll set up a 3rd and short. Words of wisdom, Chase. If the Niners' front 4 disappears like they did yesterday, will we get rolled? Bosa, Young, Hargrave, Armstead need to step up. Unacceptable performance as of late. You know what? I think that their pass rush was okay. I think that against the run, they were not good. And the Niners' inability to stop the run is a little bit of a concern for me. But I was fine with some of the pressure that they did get on Jordan Love throughout the game. I do have to go back and watch the tape, though. I didn't have an opportunity to do that. I went to bed at 3:30 and then woke up and came to work right away. So Mayfield pumps, he's sacked on a 3rd and 4, brought down by Aidan Hutchinson. 2nd overall pick 2 years ago. Mayfield double clutched there, which allowed Hutchinson to get home. And Hutchinson on that play was completely unblocked off the left defensive side. So the Buccaneers, they're at a 3rd and medium there. We'll have to punt. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Lions' 3rd or 4th sack, I think, of the game. Camarda. He'll punt it. Can he pin it? Oh, no. Room to run. Good special teams coverage, though. Taken to the 15. Merriweather with the special teams tackle. And a penalty on Detroit, half the distance to the goal because of a push in the back. Cool. Yeah, we're live for Buccaneers-Lions here on the 49ers Report. You're like, why? Well, we're scouting the opponent for next week because we'll be doing a preview after this game for the NFC Championship game that'll go up on the channel. And if you want Niners content every single day right here on the San Francisco 49ers Report, please make sure you subscribe. We're 302 people away from 112,000 subscribers. Some incredible growth during this football season. Thanks to the 2 people who just hit that sub button to lock us in. Really appreciate that. Arch Stanton live. Thank you for the compliment. Niner Babe is back. What's up, Niner Babe? Bots are crazy today, man. Bots are crazy. Yeah, I wonder if we can get to 112,000 subscribers. We just picked up like 23 subscribers there. Boo to everybody who unsubscribed to see the number go down. We always want to see the number go up. Come on now. Goff going to throw it near side downfield for Amon Ra St. Brown, incomplete. A little bit of an overthrow there. Goff, pocket collapses, spins out of the pocket, has to throw out of bounds. We're going to see a 3rd and 10 right here with Detroit deep in their own territory. Jonah Jackson out with the knee injury. Frank Ragnow, tough as nails, 2nd team All-Pro, back in the game at center for Detroit, though.
Walter says if you recovered from last night's game.
Tampa Bay blitzes. Goff picks it up. He fires over the middle. Pass caught. Big gainer to Josh Reynolds, but there is a flag on the play. Chop block on the offense. Half the distance to the goal, wipe out the first down. David Montgomery. Walter Grant, great super chat here. Hey, Chase, have you recovered from last night's game yet? Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, I'm still thinking about it. I didn't have a lot of time to really digest what happened. I was here at the office until like 1:30, and I was watching the highlights just in shock of what happened. And then I went to bed at like 3:30, then woke up at 9:30 and kind of had to get this watch party ready. Got a quick workout in. So I've kind of just been rallying. Usually tomorrow is the day where I find out how shitty I'm feeling. But tonight, I plan on getting a good sleep, hitting the sauna, maybe a little cold plunge to try to bounce back for tomorrow because it's a big week here, ladies and gentlemen, on the San Francisco 49ers Report. I want to go live multiple times this week, so give you as much great content as possible. So I feel good, Walter. I feel good. Not a good punt here for Detroit. It's going to get downed at the 40 by Reeves-Maben. Good field position for Tampa Bay. It's a very, very interesting game. Anybody who had the over, you're probably screwed. Our watch party to scout the Niners NFC Championship game opponent is sponsored by Prize Picks. Get a $100 deposit match at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use the code CLNS. Daily fantasy sports made easy. You pick 2 or more players. You choose more or less on the projected stats. And it's the largest independently run daily fantasy sports app in North America. You can check it out for yourself. Free download with the link in the chat right now. Christian McCaffrey, he had more than 92.5 rushing yards last night, so I hit on that one. Deebo Samuel, he got hurt in the first half, so there's injury insurance, which was great. I put $10 down, I won 30. So I went 2 for 2 essentially because they wiped out Deebo. And then Aaron Jones, more than 69.5 rushing yards. What we like for today's game, Mike Evans closing in on that 74.5 receiving yard mark. We need a little bit more from David Montgomery and a touchdown from Amon Ra St. Brown. That's it. Words of wisdom said, been taking Pepto-Bismol chasers this morning. Pepto-Bismol is actually really good for the stomach. I usually just go with the probiotic, prebiotic, and that's what I was drinking a little bit earlier. That kind of helps me out.
Can we get to 1,000 likes here? Over 2,500 people. Let's get more people in here. Let's get those likes up. We're at almost 800 right now.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it big time. If you want the Niners to make it to the Super Bowl, hit that like button. All they got to do is beat one of these 2 teams that we see here. And they're headed to Vegas. Yeah, Hypo, you're going to need a miracle right now for that over. Not sure what it was set at, but I can tell you, guarantee it was a lot higher than 20. So click that thumbs up, spam B to get the bots out of here.
Here we go. Buccaneers, after the bad punt, start the drive at the 40. Pistol formation, Mayfield in the shotgun, White behind him. Carry goes to White, he stopped immediately, and that's going to be a big loss of 5. Detroit was all over that. Branch coming off that edge again. He contacted White first. Detroit doing a really good job of coming off the edge. Mayfield, empty set. Pumps, throws over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Otten. Joseph in coverage there. It's 3rd and 14. Buccaneers need to get to midfield. Ball at the 36. 2 receivers and a tight end to the right, receiver to the left. Mayfield throws deep downfield, incomplete, intended for Mike Evans. No flags. Lions hold. Bucs will punt. Safety sprinted from left to right to cover where Baker wanted to go on that Evans side. And really good coverage downfield by Detroit. Lions trying to block this punt. Bucs get it away. It's not a great punt. Caught at the 21 to the 30. There's a flag on the play at the line of scrimmage here. Let's see what it is. Illegal formation on the Bucs. And that's going to be a penalty added to the end of the run. Interesting game here in Detroit. We're going to see who the Niners are going to play in the NFC Championship game. Here's our Super Chat menu, by the way. All Super Chats get a shout out. We're up to $2.55 on the live stream here today. $20, or if you're a first-time Super Chatter, your name goes on this Real One Football. $20, you sign the turnover chain right here. And that's $20 or more. So I do have to add a name on there because we got the big 50 a little bit earlier from Krista Stoll. And then the MVP will win the turnover chain. The number to beat for our Niners turnover chain is only $50 from Tracy. Only $50 from Tracy. Number one fan. It's like when you see multiple people wearing this, it's like that Spider-Man meme. Who's the number one fan? It's me, or is it you? So that's our Super Chat menu. If you want to so kindly donate to the show.
We're getting closer. We can reach 112K. We're only about 240 subs away. It's possible.
Let's go.
Can we get there? Gonna be a big week this week. Make sure you sub, don't miss a thing. Charles says, what do you think about the Lions' offense right now?
Yeah, interesting offense. You know, if we talk about the Lions' offense and how they match up against this Niners' defense, Detroit likes to target the middle area of the field. I think that's where the Niners have a strength with Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw, who had 2 interceptions last night. If you can get a pass rush on Jared Goff, he's just simply a different quarterback. And if you stop that run and they become a little bit too Jared Goff reliant, you like the Niners' chances. They do have some good weapons, though. Josh Reynolds, good player. Amon Ra St. Brown, who catches that football, good player. Jamison Williams. Sam LaPorta is an excellent young tight end. So they're pretty solid.
It's been surprising, though, that the Lions' run game hasn't done much at all.
Yeah, it really hasn't done anything. 12 carries for 39 yards. And here on a 2nd and 2, Montgomery stopped about a yard, a half yard short. So it's going to be a 3rd and short coming up for Detroit. Taylor Hull, just discovered your show. Liking it so far. Thank you so much. This is the 49ers report. You said Roll Tide as well. Do the 49ers have a single Alabama player on their roster? I'm not sure if they do, which is kind of crazy to think about. I don't believe they do when it comes to mine right now. But yeah, if you want Niners videos every single day, informative, entertaining, insightful analysis, we got you covered right here. And obviously approaching 112,000 subscribers. Goff fakes right, throws left, tight end wide open. It's the backup, makes a man miss to the 35, 30, 25-yard line is right. Love that play design. Where Goff is here, dumps it off to the tight end who kind of leaked out behind the defense. He was to the right of Penei Sewell. St. Brown was flanked to his right. He blocked initially, and then that was that leak out where Goff hit him, and huge play to the tight end, not named LaPorta. Yeah, the juke move right there was nifty. Ball at the 26. Gibbs tries to get the edge. He does. Maybe his best run of the game. It goes for 7. Sewell on another pull. He is so good on those pull blocks. Able to set the edge there. Really has developed into one of the best left tackles, or right tackles, in the game. A captain for this Lions team. Highly touted player out of Oregon. He's lived up to the billing. 2nd and 2. Goff will throw it. And it's going to be caught by LaPorta, who's right at the line to gain on a little bubble screen to the tight end. Buccaneers defender is down. Yaya Diaby. Edward, thank you so much. We're glad that you're here. I think it's going to be a first down for LaPorta, yeah. The momentum of his body, I thought, carried over the line to gain there. Going to take a quick commercial break. How many subscribers can we pick up during this commercial break? 219 people away from 112,000 subs. If you love the San Francisco 49ers, we're scouting the opponent for the NFC Championship game. Then hit that sub button right now. We had 330,000 people tune into our watch party last night. $3,100 in Super Chats, $1,000 in Venmo. It was a roller coaster ride, and we had a straight-up blast. And you can expect more of that for Sunday's game. But then the coverage all throughout the week. Going to do my best to push out so many videos and so many shows. We're going to go live a couple of times like we always do, so you don't want to miss our coverage. Informative, entertaining, insightful Niners analysis. And make sure you hit that bell icon. Therefore, when we go live, when we push out a show, hit that bell icon, select all. You'll always be notified. Get that push noti on your phone where you can come hang out with us right here on the 49ers Report. Corona Guy. What's up, Corona Guy? Speaking of Noti Gang, he's got the noties on. He's always one of the first people tapping into the show and commenting. Always a real one. TGA Productions, are you doing Chiefs Bills? No, because what we're going to do, as soon as this game ends, we're going to whip up a quick preview for Niners and whoever wins for the NFC Championship game. We did that last week. Our preview got 60,000 views for that Packers-Niners game. So we're just going to do that real quick right after, but we're going to sign off and then push it out onto the channel. So we're not going to stay live, otherwise our preview just wouldn't be as good because we got to look into the opponent real quick. So yeah, we'll just sign off, and then Trace and I just hung in the studio. I scripted, built behind me, knocked it out real quick. Yeah. Dawn with the $10 Venmo. Let's see. We're up to $100 on Venmo. Or no, hold on. Yeah, 100. So the winner comes away with 50 for our Venmo race at Chase_Senior to get involved for the 50-50 raffle. Goff underneath. He has St. Brown, room to run, down to the 5. That's a first down for Detroit. They're set up nicely. Words of wisdom. How kind of you. He said, this is truly a trailblazing show. I don't know many YouTube shows that has chat sports as dynamic. It's informative, interactive, fun. Yeah, I think what we do is very, very unique. You know, you think about the Raiders Report with Mitch, Cowboys Report, Tom Downey, Bears Now, Harrison Graham, 49ers Report, Eagles Now with yours truly. I think what we do is certainly special. And all the other shows under the Chat Sports umbrella. We're covering, I think, 22 teams across the NFL right now. Ball at the 5. Goff. Handoff. Montgomery makes a man miss. And he's going to get to about the 2, maybe the 1, as Detroit closing in on taking a lead. Saw somebody say that Debo went to the same high school as his son in South Carolina. Very cool. Let's get to 1,000 likes here on the stream. During our Cowboys-Packers watch party, we did 1,143 likes. We're trying to beat that number from last week. We got 45,000 views last week. We're doing more for this game, 57,000 right now. Goff looks right, looks across the field, throws into the end zone, broken up. Jamel Dean with the coverage on Josh Reynolds. And that'll bring up a 3rd and goal. As I noted a little bit earlier, the Buccaneers will give up yards, but they don't give up a lot of points. And in their last 4 games, they're giving up about 11 points per game, and they're the 3rd best red zone defense in the NFL. So they'll give up those yards, but then they'll hold firm in the red area to force teams into field goals. Ball at the 1. I formation. Montgomery the tailback. Now the fullback goes in motion. Goff, play action to the back of the end zone. Incomplete over the head of LaPorta. Kneel in coverage. And what will Dan Gamble do here? Yes, I know his last name is Campbell, but he gambles a lot. Will he keep the offense on the field or get the points? He's going to go as of right now. Fourth and goal from the 1. Dan Campbell surpassing, kicking the field goal to take a 13-10 lead. Goff under center. St. Brown in motion. Handoff up the middle. Touchdown, Lions. And it's Reynolds right up the gut. Detroit takes the touchdown lead. 10-play, 64-yard drive, which lasted 4:23. Frank Ragnow against Vita Vea. What a beefy matchup right there. Ragnow's hurting too. Here's the extra point. It's good. And we have a 17-10 Detroit lead. Couple minutes left in this third, and then put on your seatbelts. We're coming in for a landing for this fourth quarter. Zach, how many receiving yards does St. Brown have? We actually are wondering the same thing. I'm looking right now. He's up to 37 yards. 37 yards. 82 likes away from 1,000. If you're enjoying the show and enjoying this game, please make sure you show us some love, hit that thumbs up icon, and like the program.
Like it up, like it up.
Hypomaniac said 0.52% of the over. Yeah, total at 27 right now. Tracy! $1 super chat. We're up to 256.
Let's go, Tracy. Keep hitting that like button. Getting close to 1,000, baby.
Your super chats go a long way, obviously, in supporting the show so that we can give you videos every single day, but also allowing us to build our staff at Chat Sports, build new studios. There's a reason we don't put stuff behind a paywall, because we want to make our content free. So any tips, super chats that come in, we certainly appreciate it.
Buckle Bunny, how much for these guys to do some shots? I'll do shots of Fireball for, let's call it 20 bills.
Yeah, $20. Chip will do a shot of Fireball.
20 bills. You know what? I'll do this. For the rest of the game, $20, but for the rest of this third quarter, I'll do 10.
Okay.
Third quarter only, I'll do $10 shots.
$10 shots.
Rest of the game's 20, but third quarter only, I'll do 10 shots of Fireball.
$50 super chat. I'll shotgun another beer for you, Buckle Bunny. How's that for a deal?
Bucks, will they respond? We will see. And Buckle Bunny says, okay, 2 shots, here's 20.
Buckle Bunny!
I got you coming
Buckle
up.
Bunny!
Buckle Bunny! I got you during the next break, Buckle Bunny. I got you.
Word up. All right, here we go. After the touchback, Buccaneers can even this game with the touchdown. They can make it a 4-point ball game with the field goal. Lions jump off sides. So even though Tompkins on the swing pass got dropped for a loss of 6, it's going to be a penalty on Detroit. Going to be 1st and 5. Yeah. Not even close. We're up to 276 in supers. 50 for a shotgun. Chip doing 2 shots. 183 people away from 112,000 subs. I failed elementary algebra in college. Baker Mayfield, play action. It gets blocked up. He throws, pass, incomplete, intended for Otten, and they're going to throw a late flag. Melifonwu contacted Otten a little bit early, and that's what they might get him for. White, the running back, is down. He's grabbing his right leg. And now the officials are chatting it up. 49 Ty, how are you doing? Chase, I'm doing great, man. A little tired from last night, but we powered through. Holding on the defense. 5-yard penalty and a first down. Mel Turnbow, Jim Everett, speaking from a quarterback, went down with nobody around him, LMFAO. How about when Jim Rome called Jim Everett Chris, and then Jim Everett attacked Jim Rome on set? We were talking about this YouTube clip the other day. It's absolutely hilarious. One of the funniest that you'll see. Jim Everett was like, call me Chris one more time. And Jim Rome was like, all right, Chris. And then Jim Everett just attacked him on set. Epic. Tracy, do a shot for all the Niner babies. Here's a coffee shot to stay awake. We could call it an espresso martini, no biggie. So first down, ball at the 35, pistol set. With White out, Edmonds gets the carry, gets 4. Jim Everett the Great said Gina G is fine. All of the Niner ladies are fine. We love all the Niner ladies. Second and 6. Rock at the Bucs 39. Mayfield, play action, boots right, lofts it to his tight end in Otten. And that's a first down for Tampa Bay. Good touch on that ball from Mayfield on the boot. There's a defender right here, so he kind of had to loft it right over him, and he did. Good touch. Your boy Cade, this guy's amazing. Everybody subscribe. My boy Cade! Thanks, man. Chip's pretty amazing, too. Don't blush, dude. 17-10, Detroit on top. Approaching 2 minutes and counting in this third. Buccaneers with the ball at their own 48. Downs fresh. After that conversion to Otten. Here comes another corner blitz. Mayfield pumps. He stays on his feet somehow. And then he throws it, and it's caught. What a play! Mayfield double clutch, and he's done that a couple times against the blitz. He got hit in his chest. He backed up a little bit. Then he ran to his right and threw a great ball to Otten. Little toe drag swag right along that sideline. What a play from Bake. Went the Kutztown. Yeah, I didn't know that. Johnny Clark. John Clark Noties. Same. 4 catches, 38 yards, and a tutty for Otten. Tompkins in motion from left to right. Lions bring 4. Baker. He fires. Wide open is Otten again. Down inside the 15 to the 12. Villador brings them down, and here come the Bucs. Otten with an up, out, and up, and Mayfield threw it right to him. Baker's thrown for 247. Still a quarter to go. 18 of 25, a touchdown and a pick. Ball at the 12, pistol set. Mayfield, quick throw. Tompkins threw it too far upfield and inaccurately. Brian Clean, $20 super chat. I got to put Buckle Bunny on here as well as Brian Clean. I'll read Brian's super chat after this play here. 2nd and 10. Baker in the shotgun. 2 to the left. Evans to the right. White back in the game. Mayfield. He pumps again. Pumps twice. Lets it go. Out of bounds. And the ball did get back to the line of scrimmage. No intentional grounding here. 3rd and 10. It's a 3rd down. Type those threes. Baker Mayfield definitely outside of the tackle box there. Thought that shin may have been down. 16 seconds left in the 3rd. 3rd and 10. Field condensed. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Lions bring the house. Screen pass, White. It's blocked up, and he's going to walk in untouched for the touchdown. What a great call against the blitz. 7 plays, 75-yard drive. White caps it off with the screen pass as he scampers in for the score. Extra point away from this being even at 17-17. I love the screen against the blitz. You intentionally let the blitzers and the defenders get upfield. You drop it off to White. Blockers get out in the front by design. Mayfield started off looking here, dumped it to the right. Easy money. Extra point. Good. We're level. What a game we have. 3,100 people watching live, more than 1,000 likes. This is the 49ers Report. Which team is San Francisco going to play next week in the NFC Championship game? Brian Clean. Bucs win today. Niners and Bills in the bowl. All right, Brian. We'll remember that prediction. And Terry McCauley is saying, if the Lions challenged that, Mayfield's shin was down. So that would have been a 3rd and very long. Missed opportunity there for Dan Campbell. Buckle Bunny with the 5. Brian Clean. Bills will get rocked against Kansas City. KC going to smash your Bills. You heard it here first, Brian. You know what? I actually went Bills in this game. I think Buffalo finally beats Kansas City. But if they choke in a big spot, it's classic Buffalo. This is their best opportunity that they've had to beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. You're at home. Mahomes has never played a road playoff game. Their offensive weapons stink. Defense very good. But Buffalo should, on paper, win this game. But as we know, doesn't always play out like that. I think Baltimore's coming out of the AFC, regardless. Their defense, fast, decisive, physical. Lamar Jackson playing very well. B-Star, really live streaming other teams, you're a disgrace. So B-Star is going to call me a disgrace for doing a live watch party for a game that decides who the Niners will play next week. You know what that's called? Self-scouting. You know what it's called? Getting ready for your opponent. You know who's also watching this game? Kyle Shanahan and the entire coaching staff to see who they're going to play. You know what they're going to do after this game is decided? They're going to start their prep for the NFC Championship game against one of these teams. But we can't do the same, and I'm a disgrace. That makes you a fraud. Lions run it. Jahmyr Gibbs, gain of 6. B-Star, he's doubling down. He said, yep, disgrace. That's hilarious, man. Travis Peterson, Chase, you look a little hungover from the game last night. That's because I am. Joseph Beaton, love that you're here, Chase. Salute to all the real ones. Jim Everett, Great play-by-play, better than Joe Buck and Collinsworth. I would love to do play-by-play at a level like that. That'd be a fun job. You scout the opponents all week. According to B-Star, you're a disgrace if you do that, but you scout the opponent all week, and then you do play-by-play, and you get to travel to different cities, meet with different teams every single week. That would be a kick-ass job, but I love my job here, of course. Dennis Dawkins, salute to you, Rio One. Retro Classic, he's trying to get attention too. He said, yeah, this is disgraceful. I'm with B-Star. If you truly feel that way, you just don't have to watch. We're not forcing you to. But we do have 3,300 people watching live, 70,000 views throughout the day. And yesterday, 330,000 people tuned into the watch party. So I'm thinking we're doing something right. The Niner babes are here. Leland J. Let's go. Parker said, here we go, Buccaneers. Nancy the Fish, you rock. Buckle Bunny said, go Gina G. The fellas love Gina G. Alicia. See, I think we're doing something right. Shout out James Jones.
All right,
Curry 30, I love you too.
Let's see here.
2 shots.
2 shots for Buckle Bunny. Got the fireball. Here we go.
Exactly, Jeannie. At least Chase is doing his job, which he loves. What about you? Can you say you love your job? I love waking up every single day to come to work. Not many people could say that. And my previous job, I could not say that. Hated it. Came here, have loved it ever since. What a platform. What an audience. What an opportunity. What a life.
Second one going down.
Chip, 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 chip.
Oh. Woo! That'll warm me up. That'll warm me up. My goodness.
Goff going to throw it underneath. Jahmyr Gibbs leaks out of the backfield. Nice play there. Gets the Lions up to the 42-yard line from the 25. So a gain of 17 right there for Detroit. Buckle, you saw the shots from Chip. 60% would rather see the Lions. I can't believe that. 12-win team against a 9-win team. Buck show blitz. They send 4. Goff throws it. Pass. Caught. Reynolds makes a man miss. Yards after the catch to the 39. Yeah, he is good. Former Ram. Yeah, great play design there. Reynolds, 2 catches, 27 yards, and a touchdown. Gibbs, right side, room to run. He picks up 7. Nancy the Fish, when is the change to Chase Sports going to happen? You can just call me Chase Sports if you want. Chase Sports of Chat Sports. Alicia said, it's crazy watching you guys, Trizzy and Chip, down Fireball so easily. I blacked out on Fireball. Never again. Yeah, I'm not a Fireball guy. It just doesn't treat my body well, but we are a Fireball company. 2nd and 2. Gibbs right up the gut. Plenty of room to the 20. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Detroit. What an answer for the Lions to kick off this 4th quarter. 5 plays, 75 yards, and a $157. Quick, explosive, dynamic, dual threat. Needed that tutty. Where are we at on the 42X? No? Rashad White, Mike Evans. Oh, not the rushing. That's right. See, that's how they get you. Extra point is good. Lions go up 24-17. This is why I'm confident in the Niners going up against either of these teams. I don't think that these defenses for Detroit or Tampa Bay are that good as compared to the Niners offense. Now, Tampa Bay blitzes a lot, but Brock Purdy's really good and surgical against the blitz. And the Buccaneers give up a lot of yards. Now, again, they do a really good job of limiting teams to field goals inside the red zone. But do you have faith in Kyle Shanahan after a bad game to be in his bag in the NFC title game, shaking off the rust, shaking off the nerves, shaking off and flushing that bad performance? And then Detroit. Detroit hasn't had a lot of stops in this football game either. And you can really move the ball against them. The pass rush is pretty good. Aidan Hutchinson, very good player. But I just have confidence in this Niners offense against either of these defenses. And then you think about Jared Goff against this Niners team. Likes to target the middle area of the field. What's the strength for this Niners team? It's defending the middle area of the field with Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw. And do they have that big, fast wide receiver that really scares you? Amon Ra St. Brown, good player. Jamison Williams, vertical threat, no doubt. But he's not going to go up and get it. He just slips behind you, takes the top off for the defense. Josh Reynolds, solid player. Sam LaPorta, very good. But the Packers had two very good tight ends, Luke Musgrave and Tucker Croft. And I thought that the Niners defended them pretty well last night. David Corona, who do you want to play next week? I think the Bucs are the lesser team.
Boy, Cade wants to know, how do you get on the football? Well, Cade,
Here you go.
I'll tell you right now.
Your boy Cade, $20 super chat. We'll put you on this ball with all these real ones right here. Put you on this football for 20. You can sign the turnover chain, which right now is going to go to Tracy. She's the leader in the clubhouse with the $50 donation. She's our MVP right now. And all super chats, of course, get a shout out. We've been doing deals all throughout the game.
Every 20 that comes in as well during this fourth quarter, I'm taking shots of Fireball.
Kick goes out of the end zone, touchback, and now the Bucs will try to answer here. Feel free to give me a follow on Twitter and Instagram, by the way, at Chase_Senior. If you further want to interact with me on social media platforms, I'm always putting out videos, thoughts, our shows, tweeting out a bunch of stuff on those platforms. 10.1 thousand followers on Instagram, 9,300 on Twitter, also now known as X. So give me a follow, give me a shout. Don't be scared. Say what's up. Baker Mayfield swings it out to White. It's dropped. Anzalone was in his mug, but still a drop. Bob Nunya said the Packers blew it. Niners shouldn't even be considering the conference championship game. But when are we going to give credit to a team for taking advantage of other teams' miscues? Are we going to do that? Mayfield 2nd and 10. Low snap, deep drop, looks, fires, pass behind Otten, incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up. Like, Carlson misses that field goal. We see missed field goals all the time. Other than that, how did the Packers blow it? The Niners' defense made great adjustments after halftime. They forced Jordan Love into 2 picks when over his last 10 games, he'd thrown 23 touchdowns and 3 picks. And are we going to give credit to Brock Purdy for going 6 of 7 and executing on that final drive for the go-ahead touchdown and game-winning touchdown? Like, at some point, you got to give credit to teams for taking advantage of miscues. That's what sports are all about. 3rd and 10. Baker in the gun. Swing pass to White. Breaks the tackle. Gets the edge. Going to be 3 yards short, 4 yards short of that first down. And now it's up to this Buccaneers defense to get a stop here. Already down by 7. And if Mayfield threw that on a regular trajectory, it would have been a pick 6. But the touch there as he lofted it and rainbowed into White. Got it to him, but he only picked up 6. Big defensive stand here coming up for the Bucs. Bucs will punt it. Snap from the 31. Another good punt, which will settle at about the 10-yard line, 11-yard line. Let's see where they mark it at the 10. So even a field goal here is big for the Lions. Still tick left, 12-12 left in this final quarter. But interesting nonetheless. We're up to 74,000 views throughout the day. We got 1,100 plus likes during our Packers Cowboys live stream last week. We're about to double up on the views from last week. We got 330,000 views last night on our Niners-Packers watch party. So let's continue to set the standard here. Kelly said, I'm behind like 10 seconds. You can pause your TV to allow us to catch up. Usually we're right on it. Goff, boot to the left, throws to LaPorta, underneath in the flat, tackled after a gain of 2-3 yards. Yeah, Ben Johnson is going to get a fat bag to become a head coach. Play caller, innovative, creative, offensive mind. He's brought this Lions offense out of the cellar the last 2 years. He's elevated Jared Goff. What you want from a head coach is always to bring the best out of the quarterback. And if he goes to an organization that does draft a quarterback, that's what you're looking for. Draft, develop, and then you put them in positions to succeed, maximize their game. Put the complementary pieces around him. That's the guy to success. Are we going to get to 112,000 subscribers here today? We're 105 people away. If you want Niners shows every day, which are informative, entertaining, insightful, and consistent, then hit that subscribe button. We don't take breaks. Went to bed at 3:30 last night. We're still back for this watch party here today. Might be a little bit hungover, but you can't be scared. And you can't be soft. And you got to be built different. Speaking of being built different, Prize Picks is built different. Largest independently run daily fantasy sports app in North America. And what a deal we have for all of you. $100 deposit match at prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. Link is available down in the show notes as well as in the comment section of this video. Daily fantasy sports made easy. You pick 2 or more players. You choose more or less on the projected stat lines. You have the opportunity to win up to 25 times your money. Last night, I was a winner. Deebo Samuel got hurt in the first half, so there's injury insurance when that happens. So I went 2 for 2 with Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones, $10 to win 30, as McCaffrey, 92.5 rushing yards, Aaron Jones, more than 69.5 rushing yards. We were on it. And for this game here today. This is kind of what we liked in the bullpen in the Chat Sports office. Amon Ra St. Brown, more than a half touchdown. Mike Evans, more than 74.5 receiving yards. And then David Montgomery, more than 79.5 rushing yards. Updated look at these numbers here. Mike Evans has 102, so we're good there. David Montgomery only has 7 carries for 18, so that's not looking good. But that was the demon pick as well as Amon Ra St. Brown. So the demon pick, they'll run these specials sometimes where we went with the demons, that's 10 times your winnings. So that's kind of the thought process there. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. Check it out for yourself. If you like playing DFS, no better app to do it with than Daily Fantasy Sports with Prize Picks. Kelly, Chase, going to miss you when the postseason is over. Kelly, I never go anywhere. We'll still do shows every day on the 49ers Report. And we'll still go live a couple of times per week. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving! Jared Goff, play action, starting this drive. 11:40 left. He throws it to David Montgomery. He's going to get about 15, 16 yards there for the first down. Jamel Dean in a lot of pain. Bucks already banged up in that secondary. Approaching 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Bucks need a stop, down by 7. If they can't, Detroit coming to Santa Clara next week. Goff throws deep, left side, has a man open, and it's Jameson Williams who's wide open for another first down. And that's another big pickup for Detroit as they continue to matriculate down the field. 2 plays, 2 big chunks. They went after Zion McCollum. Little button hook for Williams. Right when he stopped, turned around, Goff delivered the football. That brings the ball up to the 49, excuse me. Goff, 24-36, 224 and a tutty. Handoff, Montgomery. That time he's bottled up. Dr. Goodfart, chocolate-flavored farts with the $5 super chat. Kind of surprised to see you looking so chipper after yesterday. Let's go Motown. Fart proudly, Dr. Goodfart. Look, I was just saying this, Dr. Goodfart. You just got to be built different, man. And we do the Niners-Packers game last night. San Francisco punches their ticket to the NFC Championship game. We got to scout the opponent now. And that's either Detroit or Tampa Bay, so we're doing our job. Giving the people what they want. Goff drops back. He's sacked. Down he goes. Levante David, Kalijah Kancey, bring him down. And it'll be 3rd and a mile now. And that's the stop. That's the play that Tampa Bay needed. They brought 4, but they dropped 1 back. And that look kind of confused Goff because the guy who dropped back was where Goff was looking. So it's 3rd and 15. 4 in the box for Tampa Bay. Little twist on up front. Goff throws, pass. Caught by Amon Ra St. Brown. He got the first down. What a huge conversion there. They targeted McCollum again. Levante David in the neighborhood. And Goff really had to stick that throw in there. He did just that. Amon Ra St. Brown is so strong. His workout regimen very well documented, but able to pick up 2 yards after the catch there to move the chains and reset the down. Ball at the 40. Goff in the gun. Bucks blitz. Goff throws. Pass caught. Gibbs. He breaks free again all the way to the 20. Now Detroit inside the Prize Picks red zone. Kelly, who do I want to win? I think the Bucs are the easier matchup for San Francisco, but I think Detroit, San Francisco will be a better game. 1 and 2 seeds. What a route from Jahmyr Gibbs. Faked out, went in, had to catch it right here from Goff and then turn the corner. Goff throws, LaPorta, pickup of 8. Second and 3. Gibbs gets the give, breaks the tackle, picks up another first down. Needed 3. He got 4. Almost 4,000 people watching live. Just under 7 minutes left to go in this game. 61 subscribers away from 112,000. Now we're 60 away. Mac Daddy with the $5 super chat. What I was saying earlier. I know you don't play in the rain much, but I just want Purdy to get used to it so it becomes second nature when it does rain. I totally agree. It has to get better. Because it's like, if any time there's inclement weather, he just sucks in all those games. It's not ideal. Bucs bring 5. Goff into the end zone. What a dime. Pass caught. Amon Ra St. Brown. 10 plays, 89 yards, and 550 for Detroit. And they take the 2-touchdown advantage. McCollum got picked apart on that drive. Ben Johnson in his play calling bag on that drive. Badgley out for the extra point, 6:22 remaining. Kick is good. Detroit has not made it to an NFC Championship game since 1991. Hypomaniac said 94% of the over. I always love that play design where Amon Ra St. Brown is in the slot, little stutter, he kind of flares out, and then you send Reynolds upfield, just gets the DBs twisted up, and McCollum got cooked on that drive. Goff, 28 of 40, 276, and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, Buccaneers with 3 timeouts, Detroit with all 3 timeouts. Obviously, you need to work very quickly here if you are Tampa Bay. Kick is away. Going to be a touchback. So 6:22 remaining when the Bucs start this drive at their own 25.
They need 6, and they need it fast.
INT Prods, can you host the Chiefs-Bills game too? I don't think so. We are going to do it here at Chat Sports. So we have a Chiefs channel that will be live. I know it's not with me and Chip, but our main Chat Sports YouTube channel with Tom Downey is also going to be live. But we were live for almost 7 hours yesterday and this game, so I need to recover for tomorrow. Chris Godwin takes the catch from Baker, pickup of 11. Bucs going to go no huddle here. Ball at the 36. Mayfield out of the shotgun. Ball batted down at the line. Intended target was White. Arch Stanton said Niners smoked the Lions in the pipe. Pause. Ball at the 36. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Lions bring pressure. 6 come. Mayfield breaks the sack contain, and then he's dropped. Huge sack for the Lions. They get home to Mayfield very quickly. Todd Bowles going to call his first time out. Good coverage on the back end, but really, it was the blitz that got home very quickly. Buccaneers dialed up a deep shot, but Mayfield simply had no time. Little stunt. And Baker was under siege right from the jump. So it's 3rd and long here for Tampa Bay. Game hanging in the balance here. 14 yards to go. Down by 2 touchdowns. That was the 4th sack for Detroit, as they've dialed up some pressures here on those twist stunts, corner blitzes, safety blitzes. They've been very successful in doing that. Niners obviously have to be aware of that. Ball at the 32. Need to get to the 46. Otten in motion from left to right. So there's 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Lions bring pressure again. Baker throws, has a man, and he missed Godwin. He was open. And now it's going to be 4th and 14. They hit Mike Evans on that same play earlier, this time intended for Godwin, and Mayfield put a little bit too much on it. Lions fans going nuts. Haven't seen their team go to the NFC Championship game since 1991. Three to the right, 1 to the left. Lions show blitz again. Here comes the pressure. Mayfield runs to his right. He throws. He has Mike Evans. Pass caught to the Lions 45. Huge pickup. Huge conversion for Tampa Bay. 5.5 and counting. Evans came all the way over from the left side. He was the perimeter wide receiver, the X to the left. Crossed the field. Mayfield threw on the run with the defender in his face. 6 catches, 126 for Evans. Mayfield, 22 of 35, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. No blitz here. Mayfield rips it. Pass, caught, more. Gain of 11. 4,100 people watching live. We're 22 subscribers away from 112,000 subscribers. We are the largest independently run Niners YouTube channel with shows, live shows, watch parties coming your way every day, every single week, sometimes multiple times per day. So hit that sub button, lock us in. Mayfield, empty set. Throws right side. What a dime. Caught by Chris Godwin to the 15. 4:46 left. Zone coverage for Detroit. Mayfield had to stick it in there. He did. Mayfield going to communicate with his offensive lineman. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Mayfield looks left, throws right. Too high for Godwin. 4:41 left. Buccaneers down by 2 touchdowns. 112,000 subs. We're 3 away. Boo. We're 4 away. Hit that sub button. Lock us in, especially if you're liking the show. Ball at the 16. Otten in motion from right to left. So there's 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Mayfield looks, fires, has him in. It's caught. Mike Evans, touchdown, Tampa Bay. 1-score game. 9 plays, 75 yards. The Bucs needed to do it fast, as we talked about, and they did it. 1:45 off the clock. So 3 to the left. Evans was the perimeter wide receiver, and when you have a big body, big target like that, you can throw it high. Evans had the size advantage on Sutton. Great throw from Mayfield. And the Buccaneers are going to go for 2. I don't love it. It's the path that's slightly in your favor, because if you don't get it, you're still down by 8. And if you do score a touchdown, you can win the ball game. But I think this is where analytics go a little bit too far. Empty set for Mayfield. Wild formation here. Stack receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Mayfield throws. Is that a PI on Mike Evans? No flags. 8-point game. I don't like it either. Yeah, if Evans tries to come back to that ball, Melifonwu, maybe he draws the penalty, makes the job easier for the official to throw that flag. I just think you take the extra point there. You make it a 7-point game. And then if you want to put your nuts on the table and go for 2 in the win, then you do it then. But I don't like it right there.
Quick score for Tampa. Who you got in this one? TB if you think the Buccaneers can pull it out. DET for the Lions if you get the Lions holding on here. Man, that's an interesting call. Like you said, that's where analytics go a step too far. Step too far. Mac Daddy with the 5. Lions, if somehow we lose, I don't want to see Tampa get blown out in the Super Bowl. Plus, they are both almost identical the way they are built. I wouldn't see Tampa getting past the Niners, even if they pull this game out. I'm seeing a lot of Detroits now.
Yeah, I mean, if Tampa Bay made it to the Super Bowl and they're facing a Buffalo, a Kansas City, a Baltimore, I think they get shellacked. I think the best team to represent the NFC by far and away is San Francisco. They flushed their bad game last night against Green Bay. It's hard to imagine that they would have just another awful performance and a clunker in consecutive weeks, given the team and the coaching staff that they had. So I have confidence in them that they're going to play a little bit better. And that's kind of the danger of coming off that bye. You're a little bit rusty. You're a little bit disjointed. You're a little bit out of rhythm. It's exactly what we saw from the San Francisco team last night. And also, let's give credit to the Packers. That roster is really good. They're the only team in the NFL with 6 pass catchers between 300 and 800 receiving yards. We saw that last night. Gene Reed, Romeo Doubs, Latavian Wicks, Luke Musgrave, Tucker Kraft, Aaron Jones, Jordan Love. They can get to the quarterback. Jair Alexander on the back end. They're a good squad, and Matt LaFleur coached his ass off this year.
Hopster, that wasn't PI because Mike Evans didn't come back to the ball.
Yeah, he just kind of kept backpedaling. If he tried to jump into the defender forward, he could have been like, oh, little LeBron flop. But he kept backpedaling. So then the defender just naturally keeps going with him. All right. We got an 8-point ball game, 31-23. Detroit with the lead. 4:37 left. Buccaneers with 2 timeouts as well as a 2-minute warning. So, pretty much 3 timeouts. Detroit has 3 timeouts. Goff going to go from the shotgun to under center. Montgomery the back. St. Brown in motion. Goff play action. Little pop pass, St. Brown. Blockers out in front. First down and more. Gain of 15. It's fun to watch an offensive mind and play caller like Ben Johnson call games like this. Pressure pack moment against a good defense. Big stage. Gets so creative. And the offensive play calling is just so vast. Four minutes left and counting. Ball at the 40. Buccaneers can't give up any points. Montgomery goes up the middle. Gain of 10. Just like that, Lions get to the 49. Not a lot of breathing room for this Buccaneers defense. Ben Johnson can call a hell of a game, man. Goff fakes the pitch. Rolls right. He's under pressure and he gets sacked. That's a huge loss of 3. Barrett was the one who got to him. Buccaneers call their second timeout. 3:02 left. Oh, a hold.
Oh, no.
And did the Buccaneers use their timeout? Are they going to burn the Buccaneers timeout? Carlton Davis called for the hold, and now they would only have 1 timeout left. Oh, he got Reynolds in the face trying to jam him at the line. Obvious call. So the clock stopped because of the penalty. They do give the Buccaneers their timeout back. Yeah. Ball at the 45 for Detroit. Run play. Montgomery. Gain of about 3, maybe 4. And Todd Bowles is going to call their second timeout. So they're banking on getting a stop right here. They do have the 2-minute warning in their favor. And if the Lions pick up another first down, it becomes very, very difficult for the Buccaneers to have any hopes of coming back, because then time's simply not on their side. So it's 2nd and 7. They gave Montgomery a gain of 3. Field goal from here would be difficult too, because if you miss, then the Buccaneers take over from the holding spot. You just got to get a stop here on these next 2 downs if you're Tampa Bay. You have the 2-minute warning, 1 timeout left if you're just joining us. Ball at the 41. Goff, play action. They're going to throw it, and Montgomery is tackled for a loss of 5. So Bowles going to let the clock run down here. 2:35 on the clock, 27 on the play clock. So that's the difference there. And it's going to be 3rd and 11. You have to imagine Detroit, are they going to be conservative here? Or is Ben Johnson going to be aggressive? Fascinating play call coming up. They're going to have to run a play before the 2-minute warning here. St. Brown in motion from right to left. He goes back to the right side, so 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Goff will throw it. Pressure gets home. Overthrow incomplete. Tampa gets the stop, and they're going to get the football back. Wow. And now, sphincters are tightening inside Ford Field in Detroit. But this is why you don't go for 2 on that previous touchdown. All you needed was 7. Tompkins back to receive it. Detroit, ball will snap from the 45 at Tampa Bay. It'll get punted from about the Lions 45. Tompkins, fair catch at the 10. Bucs have 1:59 and a timeout to go 90 yards, and they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 5,000 people watching live. Who were the 49ers going to play in the NFC Championship game? We're about to find out. If you want to be a part of our Venmo 50/50 raffle, it's a $10 buy-in, as Tracy sent in another $20 Venmo. So right now the Venmo pot is up to $130. So the winner gets half that. At Chase_Senior on Venmo. More the pot grows, the more money that you could potentially win. We'll decide it with the little duck race after the game. Tracy with the $20 Venmo. Chip's going to have to take some shots. I'll give you a water shot here. I did my shotgun a little bit earlier. Will the Bucs come back? Going to make that the new poll question here. Get those votes in. Down by 8. Need to go 90 yards. 1:59 left on the clock. Tampa Bay will have one timeout. Chip left the studio, but when he comes back, he'll do that shot for Tracy. If you're a Lions fan and you want to experience the electricity of our Lions channel, Detroit Lions Talk with Micro Mike live right now with 7,200 people watching. Tracy sent in a $20 Venmo for you to take a shot, Chip. We're up to 5,100 people watching. We're live on the 49ers Report to see who San Francisco will play in the NFC Championship game next weekend. Game will be on Sunday for the right to make it to Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. So we're doing our scouting today on Tampa Bay, on Detroit, and whoever wins will be doing a preview for this game right after this ball game wraps up. It'll be up on the 49ers Report. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your noties. Therefore, whenever we go live, you'll be notified. Baker Mayfield empty set. 3x2 set. Mayfield takes the low snap. He throws it to Mike Evans. That's going to be a pickup of about 5. And Tampa Bay going to have to go no huddle and quick. Mayfield in the shotgun once again. This time White flanked to his right. Lions bring pressure. Mayfield intercepted! He's picked off! His second interception of the game. And Mayfield, out of frustration, unbuckles his helmet in frustration. And the Lions are going to go to their first NFC Championship game since 1991. And so often in these playoff games, they are decided by turnovers. Detroit +2 in the turnover department. Brian Branch on the blitz, the rookie out of Alabama. Mayfield moved off his spot, wanted to go to Otten, and so the linebacker drops back, and it was Barnes who reached up to pick that ball off. Looks as though it's going to be a clean catch with control, and Detroit is going to go to the Bay Area to play the Niners in the NFC Championship game next weekend. And so the Lions continue to pressure you, and throughout the game, that pressure added up, and all the Lions have to do is kneel it out. And we get robbed of an opportunity to see this game come down to the wire, unfortunately, but it ended up being a very exciting thriller. Jared Goff kneeled it on first down. He'll kneel it on second down. Nah, this will be it. Yeah. So the Detroit Lions, as crazy as this sounds, one win away from making it to the Super Bowl. Again, first NFC Championship game appearance since 1991. A valiant effort for Tampa Bay, 9-8. Hung tough with Detroit, but what an epic season for the Detroit Lions. As they kneel it out, and the Lions advance to the Final Four to meet San Francisco. Wow. Final score, 31-23. And what a sight it is at Ford Field in Detroit. Our guy, Jake Rietma, who works here, he's there as a Michigan native, and it must be absolutely electric. I got to shoot him a text. Aidan Hutchinson is just looking around, just amazed at how far the Lions have come, but of the atmosphere inside Ford Field.
Who you got next weekend?
Who you got next weekend? SF for the Niners, DET for the Lions. We'll make that the new poll question as well. Game will be next Sunday.
In Santa Clara. Tracy, I took the shots.
Yeah, Tracy took the shots there. Or Chip took the shots for Tracy, I should say. Jason Kelsey being initiated into Bills Mafia, that is hilarious. I'm also putting this out for my X account. Who you got next Sunday in the NFC Championship game? Winner moves on to Las Vegas. Wow. All right. Number to beat for our turnover chain, $50 super chat right now. Tracy is the leader for this. And then we also have to do our Venmo raffle. And we'll give you an updated look at where the pot is there. John Wallace with the $10 super chat. I see you, brother. Let's see. So we're at 150 So the winner will get 75. Every Venmo equals a duck. And for Tracy, for the $50 Venmo, we'll give her 3 ducks for the 50. So just start at that 50. Yeah, she's got multiple. Yeah, she's got 4. Or 5. Yeah, 5 submissions for Tracy. Looking at the poll question here, who you got next Sunday? 51% Lions on the 49ers report. Wow. A lot of Lions fans in here, huh? 100,000 views on this live stream. It was a good decision to come in on no sleep to do the watch party here. Glad we did it. And now we've got Chiefs-Bills coming up soon. Highway Night Kid telling you, Chase, a lot of Niner fans sleeping it off. That's totally understandable. Although, views on the show, pretty good. And then I'm looking at the views from the videos that we put out today. They were pretty damn good as well. Our post-game show from last night, 16,000 views. Show that we put out this morning, 8,000. So not bad, not bad. All right. Winner comes away with 75 for our Venmo duck race. Who's gonna get the victory? Let's get it going in 3, 2, 1. Dr. Kelly Bushy and Anthony Smith slowly out to a lead as they go downstream. John Wallace, the far side number 11 duck, as well as a couple of Tracy's on that near side, making some headway there. One of Tracy's ducks, the number 3 duck, rocking the stripes. Tracy's number 5 duck also hanging tough. Eva Valencia, look out. But you never count out Meg Smith, Dawn Gears, or John Wallace. Now it's Anthony Smith. 13 seconds to go with the lead. Look out for Tracy near side. She won $500 in Venmo last night. Here comes Tracy, but here comes John Wallace. Who's going to win? Johnny Dubs gets the victory. V for victory for Johnny Dubs. Congratulations, John. Now, Tracy gets our turnover chain, so we'll send that to her. And John Wallace gets the Venmo victory. All right, John. Well deserved right there. Sending you 75 right now. Quack, quack.
Congrats.
Congrats there, Johnny Dubs. Tracy almost had it back-to-back days. Got 500 last night.
Oh.
And then who was it that won I think it was Jeannie Wyatt who won the Jerry Rice autographed helmet last night. Kyle Knight, thanks for doing the play-by-play. You rule, dude. You rule, my man, for being here hanging out with us. Thank you so much. All right. We are going to sign off here on the 49ers Report. Great day today. Awesome to hang out with the faithful. Chip did an awesome job. Everybody else did a good job of keeping the chat up. And what's to come here? Chip and I are going to whip out a Niners-Lions NFC Championship game preview. And that will be cooked up and on the channel within the hour. And we're going to take a look at all angles for this NFC title game. That's coming up here on the channel here in a bit. That's why you turn on those noties. Therefore, whenever we push out a video, you will be notified. So it's going to be San Francisco and Detroit next Sunday, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara for the right to play in Super Bowl 58. The fourth NFC Championship game in the last 5 years for the Niners, third in a row, and the first since 1991 for Detroit. Can't wait for this upcoming week. We'll be going live a couple of times with plenty of informative, entertaining, insightful, smart content with analytics, numbers, and opinions. So be on the lookout for that as well. For Chip, I'm Chase. For the faithful San Francisco, we out. See ya.